so safe inside. The walls you fortified. It's down you go. When your walls fall like Jericho. Jericho.
Your magic white rabbit has left its writing on the wall. We follow like Alice and just keep diving down the straight jacket. Your magic white rabbit has left its writing on the wall. We follow
It is I, Penis Man. That's my name from now on. My name is Penis Man. Take it or leave it. If you don't like my name, then that's your fault. And I can't believe that you would do that to me. There we go. Hi. What is my hair doing? Hello? Go back, please, hair. Thank you. Go into your go into your respective corner. Oh no. This one I need, right? Okay, so today, let's do this. There you go. Alright, perfect. Everything should be working now, right? Yeah. Okay, so a few things. So first of all, I replaced my vertical monitor, the one that I have my OBS on, so it's no longer broken like it was before. Where half the monitor was just nothing. Like half the monitor just didn't show anything because it broke. I replaced it, so I have a working monitor again. Yippee! It's an LG monitor now, so hopefully it's good. The only problem that kind of bothers me is for some reason, well, not for some reason, I know why this is the case, but basically the wait, you know what? Hold on. Can I activate my properties? Can I activate my webcam real quick? Yes. Except that's not... What the fuck? That's not at all what I wanted. Hold on. What if I go here? Ah! Activate, you dumb bitch. There you go. Okay. So if I grab my webcam real quick. Except... Ah! I hate my setup! Alright, so... Here's my setup, right? Here's my new monitor. This is the new monitor, right? Looking great. So, what's interesting is I have 3 monitors, right? So I have this one, I have my gaming one, and then I have this one, right? My side monitor. So, this one, my main gaming monitor, is 400 hertz. For those of you that don't know, this one is 120 hertz. This one is 60. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna swap them, right? Because why would I have the vertical monitor, which I use for nothing except OBS? Why would I have this one be the 120 hertz monitor, but have this one be the 61? So I was like, let's swap them around, right? Let's put this one there and this one there. Except, what do I find out? So, if you don't know how my setup works, which I don't know why you would know, because I've never talked about this, pay attention to the back of my monitors. Do you see these bolts on the back of them? That's how they're being held by my monitor arm. So these bolts, all of my monitors have 3 of these bolts basically, right? So that's how my setup works, to keep the monitors in place. Now, what I have found out is that apparently on my 60 hertz monitor, because I've had it for so long, and the bolts have been in it for so long, I'm pretty sure that they corroded. Because I tried to get the bolts out of that monitor to be able to rotate it into a vertical one, and I got 2 of them out. The other 2 were stuck in place. I have tried for, I think, over 2 hours to get those 2 fucking bolts out of the monitor, and I couldn't. I literally could not. So, it's cooked. So I'm literally forced to use my 120 hertz monitor for OBS, which I guess isn't awful, because maybe I'll decide to start streaming in 120 FPS at one point, which is possible. I have found out you can stream in 120 FPS on Twitch, which I did not know before. It actually looks surprisingly smooth. I might do that at some point, even though I don't know how I'm gonna do that with like YouTube and stuff, because if I stream at 120 FPS and I download the streams to edit YouTube highlights out of them, that would be kind of weird. I don't know, that might fuck things up. I don't know, we'll see. I can't chat on YouTube. Unlucky. Unlucky, blade. Ain't no way Twitch is able to afford... No, they actually can. Here, I'll look it up right now. Can you... Wait. Can you stream in 120 FPS on Twitch? Yes, you can stream in 120 FPS on Twitch, as the platform does not restrict FPS, but it is not officially supported, requires high encoding power, and can significantly degrade video quality at standard bit rates. While you can set OBS to 120 FPS, it may cause viewer stuttering, and most viewers will only see 60 FPS unless they have a specific high refresh rate setups. Is it that AV1 encoding stuff? I know nothing about encoding, Boomer. I have no idea. I would not be able to tell you. I know nothing about encoding. Also, how's Falcons doing? Damn, 7-1. Unlucky. Bro, Falcons is actually getting the easiest groups ever in fucking Astana right now. Look at this. Their opening match was against K27 with Twinkie and Fame for some reason. Then they gotta get... Then they go against fucking 9Z. At least the next match is gonna be against Furia. That's gonna be an actual interesting game. So that's interesting. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about right now. I want to watch a couple videos, actually, at the start of the stream. For the first, like, hour. I want to do some reaction content. Because there's two videos in particular that I want to go over with you guys. The first one is this one. I visited the world's most magical theme park. If you guys don't know, he's referring to Efteling. Which is literally... I live like 30 minutes away from Efteling. And I have been in Efteling probably like 12 times at this point. So I want to react to this. Because I'm really curious what like foreigners think of our attraction park. Because it's like the pride and joy of our country. And then I want to watch this video. I exposed Face It's Darkest Secrets. I got this on my YouTube recommended the other day. I haven't watched this yet. But I'm really curious what he's going to say. Because I've been seeing countless posts on Twitter of people saying like, oh, Tasted Anti-Cheat is super easy to pass by now. In high elo, everyone's fucking cheating and using DMA. So I'm really curious what Hikes is going to talk about here. I would not be surprised if Hikes actually makes like good points and then everyone's just like, it's Hikes. We'll just hate on him anyway. Because for some reason, people are just like that. People don't care if you make a good point if you have a bad reputation. I don't know why that's the case, but that is the case. So yeah, I paused my music. Let's watch this first.
This is Efteling. It's known as the Dutch Disneyland and is home to some of the best rides on Earth, like a crazy water coaster, an awesome spinning ride, weird bird coaster, some of the most mind-blowing dark rides on the planet, and so much.
Okay, hold on. Let's go over this one by one.
Disneyland and is home.
I really should get like someone else in call for this. I should get Sam in call, but I can't.
Home to some of the best rides on Earth, like a crazy water coaster.
Crazy water coaster. I don't remember all the names of these attractions, by the way. The water ride, from what I remember, is pretty good.
Coaster, an awesome spinning ride.
Is this Joris and the... This is Joris and the Draak, right? Spinning ride.
Is home to some of the best rides on Earth, like...
What's going on? Luke, I'm watching a video about Efteling.
A crazy water coaster, an awesome spinning ride, weird bird coaster, some of the most mind-blowing dark rides on...
This dark ride is extremely
an awesome spinning ride, weird bird coaster, some of the most mind-blowing...
This dark ride is extremely boring, by the way. I'm just gonna put it out there. This is a really underwhelming ride. I did not enjoy this one at all.
Dark rides on the planet, and so much more. And today, I'm trying everything, starting with the park's racing wooden coaster, Joris and the Draak, which starts with a little drop.
That's Joris and the Draak. Never mind. This is a fun ride, honestly. It's... unamused. Excuse me, bitch?
Off the lift.
How dare you?
Turn, taking us right next to the other train, and already we were winning as we fell down the decent drop, shooting through the wooden
Joris and the Draak is
before
fun.
Hopping up over a little hill.
It's a good like warm up when you go into the
levitating me in the air. We quickly leveled off, then rose up.
When you go into the fucking park,
as we dove
like as one of the first few things to do, this is a really good option.
To the ground, then twisted up and to the side, all while we were still crushing the other train. We fell down a little drop, then popped over another, throwing me into the air, then plowing into a turn, which took us under under the lift. Suddenly, we dropped down over the path, then twisted to the side, revealing that the other team was somehow now beating us. We quickly hopped over a few hills behind this huge dragon thing, then soared out over the water, twisting to the side, popping over another hill, and turning
Competitive
right next to the
roller
other
coasting.
train. And now we were somehow beating them again. We went straight for a little, then slightly dropped and twisted to the side, then twisted the other way through an unbanked turn that pinned me to the side of the seat. The other train was rapidly gaining on us as we rose up to the finish line, cutting it so close that it was impossible to tell who won. They shot past us into the brakes, and I'd assumed we lost until the banner flipped around to our side, revealing us to be the winners.
I cannot believe that I just actually won on a racing
I don't know if it's because of his hair, but this guy kind of looks like Quibblecop.
coaster. I never win at this type of ride.
After that, I went over to the most historic coaster in the park, Python.
Normally when I see one
Python!
of these old school corkscrew
Chad, I have something to admit. I've never been on the Python. Never. I've been on worse. I've been on what's it called? God, what's it called? The one that me, Sam, and the guys did when we went to fucking not Valley, the other one when we went to whatever the one that we made the vlog for. Hold on. You guys remember when me, Sam, and some other people went to like an amusement park a couple years ago and we made a vlog out of it? I don't even remember what park that was. But there was an attraction that I called Phoenix. And I know that I know that that one's worse than Python. Yep, this one. Toverland. It was Toverland that we went to. Right. This video. And then there was... Where is it? Is it this?
over here we have Roel.
No, this is the first attraction. This one. Yes. This is the one that I was on. That's me sitting right there. This is Sam's POV. I'm sitting right there. I know, because Sam never wears beige pants. Quap has the most generational fall-off known to man. True. This was a fun attraction, though.
Okay, this is Phoenix. Oh my god.
Phoenix, right, that's what it's called.
Oh my god. Oh god.
This is what Toverland does to you. You go upside... Well, you go half upside down. This is a lot faster than it looks, by the way. Second time you go upside down. Sharp turn at full speed. Another 360 flip, turn, whatever. That actually keeps going. Immediately back the other way. Phoenix is really fun. But it's one of those that you can only do a few times, or you'll genuinely, like, start feeling sick.
Style coasters, I start kind of freaking out because these things are normally disastrously rough. But they recently redid this one, and apparently it is now just glass smooth.
It starts with a little
This is what Toverland does to you. Sam screams like a hooligan monkey.
drop out of the station into a little turn, which took us to the very slow lift. At the top, I got a great view of the park. Then we dropped down another small drop and slowly turned around, giving me more time to take in the view. I didn't have too long though, as we fell down the OK drop and rose up into the first loop, which was shockingly forceful and actually extremely smooth, pinning me to my seat as we rose up and flipped around, then dove back to the ground, smoothly rising up into a second, equally powerful and equally smooth loop. We shot out of the loop, rose up, and started twisting to the side and over into what is generally the roughest part of this type of coaster, the corkscrew. But yet again here, it was glossy smooth, spinning us around without even the slightest rattle. We shot out of the corkscrew, rose up over the
I
path,
don't
then
like
dove
that.
into an intense helix,
A slower corkscrew?
pulling me into my seat and holding me there as we
Fuck
twisted
that.
around, rising up and taking us
That
into
would
the
fuck
brakes,
me up.
ending the short but really enjoyable
I'm fine with going upside down, but if it's slow, like, no, it needs to happen fast so that my body doesn't have enough time to fucking flow all the blood towards the top of my head and make me like pop a fucking blood vessel while I'm up there.
experience.
Okay, so I was expecting that thing to be smooth, and it was just disgustingly smooth. But what I was not expecting for that to be was legitimately fun. Like, I've ridden a couple coasters that have
I'm waiting for this guy to review the Baron, because I do not like the Baron. When I was a kid, everyone hyped up the Baron, So then I finally tried it myself, and I was extremely disappointed. It's fun for the first 5 seconds, and then the rest of the ride is boring.
The same layout, and I've never
The first
walked
drop
off
of the
one them,
bottle is the
having
only fun
enjoyed
part.
myself.
Fight
Most
me.
of that comes down to the fact that on all those
Crumble
coasters,
Cup
I've been
with
getting
yellow.
a concussion the entire time, but in this one it wasn't
Yellow
rough,
Cup.
so I could
All
really
right.
just appreciate what was happening. And what was happening was a shockingly intense ride.
After that ride, I went over to the coaster right across from it, Vliehende Hollander, which is one of the best.
What?
I went over to the coaster right across from it, Vliehende Hollander, which is.
Ride.
After that ride, I went over to the coaster right across from it, Vliehende Hollander, which.
Vliegende Hollander.
Ride.
After that ride, I went over to the coaster right across from it,
Vliegende Hollander.
Vliehende Hollander, which.
Fucking Americans. Fucking hell. I can't take this seriously anymore. What? He said it with such confidence as well.
Ride.
After that ride, I went over to the coaster right across from it, Vliehende Hollander,
Sorry, I'll stop.
which is one of the best water rides I've ever ridden. Now, going in, I had no idea what to expect. I knew that it was a water ride, so I put a poncho on, but as soon as I got in line, I had
You put up what?
no idea what to expect. I knew that it was a water ride, so I put a poncho on, but
Did he try and say Handschoenen? I think he meant to say gloves, which is...
Handschoenen.
ridden. Now, going in, I had no idea what to expect. I knew that it was a water ride, so I put a poncho on, but as soon as
Hanchuan? Motherfucker, what? What are you saying? What did I activate, by the way? Oh, that's what activated.
As I got in line, I had no idea what was about to happen. Right after getting into that line, I walked through a painting, taking me back to the days of the pirates and letting me walk around inside of a huge pirate town at night, which is super cool,
right.
and is also where we boarded our boats, setting off and sailing past some huge ships. We drifted under a bridge and out to sea at night, which is
Viande
extremely
Homelander.
unnerving. Video is not going to do this scene justice. I'm not sure how they do it, but somehow between the audio, the little light at the front of the boat, and the fog, they managed to perfectly capture the pure horror of what I imagine it would be like to be stranded out at sea. Then, out of nowhere, a massive ship appeared next to us out of the dark. Then another one behind it, and another one right next to that, catching me completely off guard.
This
We sailed
music,
past
it's
them,
the most
though, and
classic
everything
royalty-free
seemed
song
okay,
ever.
until another one appeared in front of us, which we sailed straight into, crashing through the ship and dropping down a small drop, only to slam to a stop. Lightning flashed all around us. Then we started climbing up, going through some doors and plummeting down the biggest drop of the ride, twisting to the side and shooting through a foggy tunnel, bursting out on the other side and flying over a hill. We rose up and over a big turn, then hopped up and went through some breaks before dropping down and twisting over the water, only to rise up, then plunge down, creating a huge wave, but not getting me even the slightest bit wet. The poncho might have been a bit overkill. We slowly floated our way back through the lake and over by the drop, going under the path and returning back into the station, ending the truly amazing ride.
I have a question. Which one do you guys think is better? Vliegende Hollander or the water ride in Toverland, which is... We had video footage of it somewhere. Yeah, this one. So this is the water ride in Toverland. Yeah. And that's my ugly face, but ignore that. So this is the one in Toverland. I low-key prefer this one over Vliegende Hollander. You wanna know why? Watch this.
Zo. Oh, ik ga hem achteruit.
Yeah, you do the whole water ride backwards in Toverland. And I low-key think that's much cooler. Because it's such like a twist. You don't expect this at all.
We're going backwards. Oh. I didn't know we were going backwards. All the water in his shoes right. Drop. Ik heb spa. Oh. Nee! Nee!
The video honestly doesn't do it justice. It goes so much faster than the camera makes it look. Because he has a 1.5 lens on the GoPro, so it looks a lot slower than it is. I prefer this to Fleek in the Hollander, I'll be honest.
Was amazing. First off, I am barely wet. The poncho was definitely overkill, but I would much rather be wearing a poncho and not need it than need a poncho and not have it. But besides...
Okay, nah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna agree with Boomer on this one. He is a wussy. Because even if you do get wet on Fleek in the Hollander or some other water attraction, right? Doesn't fucking matter which one it is. Motherfucker, did you forget where you are? Go on any other go on Joris and the fucking literally go on Joris and the my brain is fucking having a seizure. Go on Joris and the Drag right behind you. You'll be clean and dry in like 20 seconds.
Besides that, the coaster section was good, but the best part of the ride was everything that came before the coaster section. Floating through the misty darkness was, like, very discomforting. I have a...
Oh, I'm so curious, in that case, what he's gonna think about Carnival Festival. If he likes the part with all the, like, structures and shit. He's gonna love Carnival Festival.
Terrifying fear of the ocean, and that is kind of what I imagine it feels like to float in the ocean at night. It was horrifying. And then the giant ships just appearing out of nowhere, like, was an actual jump scare to me.
The poncho actually kind of worked out for me, because almost immediately after I filmed that, the weather flipped and it started raining. Now, unfortunately, my original plan after that was to go over and ride arguably the park's most famous coaster, Baron 1989, an incredible looking dive coaster
Here we go.
that unfortunately when I was there was undergoing maintenance.
No!
So I walked past Baron and over to what many people consider to be the best ride in the park.
He didn't go on the Baron? Fuck! I was so curious to hear his opinion about it, because I was extremely disappointed by the... Oh, I just remembered. And I don't know if I should talk about this on stream. I don't know if I should talk about this on stream. But I guess I might as well, because it doesn't... So, I'm not gonna stay on the topic too long before Twitch decides to ban me because I'm a male.
The plan after that was to go over and ride arguably the park's most famous coaster, Baron 1989, an incredible looking dive coaster that unfortunately...
So, I have a friend who used to work at Efteling, who apparently once had sex with a co-worker behind the Baron. Somewhere behind it. Apparently, allegedly. That's all I know. I just wanted to throw that out there. Moving on.
There was undergoing maintenance. So I walked past Baron and over to what many people consider to be the best ride in the park, Dance Macabre.
So this ride kind of came out of nowhere for
Oh, right. Dance Macabre was new. I'm pretty sure that's gone now as well. I don't think it's there anymore.
me this year. Like, I'd never heard of it during its construction or the announcement or anything like that.
Yeah, it was a
When this
Halloween thing.
opened,
I've been to Dance Macabre once. I think the idea is cool, but it was kind of underwhelming when I was there. Sex in the Efteling sounds like an insane video title. That would bang and porn up. I'm telling you what. Imagine a Counter-Strike roller coaster. Either the counters blow up because of the bomb or the terrorists die from gun. Right. There's a Pixar Cars roller coaster. One of them goes backwards to represent Mater. Oh, that's in Disneyland, right? I think I remember that. I was there when I was a kid. But the Cars parts of Disneyland was kind of underwhelming. But to be fair, I was there in like 2012 or something, so maybe it's different now. Only 3 of us here. Twitch can suck it anyways.
Literally everything I saw for like a week regarding theme parks was just people talking about how good this ride is.
The ride starts with an eerie
Nah, it's
outdoor
overhyped.
pre-show in a cemetery. We're told the story.
The pre-show
of what
is good.
happened
The
here
pre-show
back
is
in
good.
1876. There was a music competition being hosted, and one orchestra debuted a new composition, the Dance Macabre. Something in the music summoned something, and the band was swallowed up whole by the unspeakable, an evil that appears in a cat form. And to this day, the band is cursed to play Dance Macabre for all eternity. We're let out of the cemetery and started making our way into the cursed concert hall, and after waiting in an extremely dark hallway for a little, it was time to ride. The lights all around the room gradually shut off, and a cat appeared in the instruments before lightning struck and they started coming alive. The lights completely went out, and right in front of us, a ghost conductor appeared, and a ghost violin started playing Dance Macabre as we slowly started spinning, taking us on a tour of the really cool room. As the music started rising, we started spinning a bit faster.
Alright, he
Then,
uses,
as it crescendoed, we dropped down and slowly
he uses
started
some of the
spinning,
stock
but at
footage
an
that-
angle
that,
now, revealing more of the incredible room. Then the music
Afterlink
started
provides.
building again, the spinning picked up, and the floor dropped on one side. The music kept building, we rotated around while the floor spun around, pointing us up at the ceiling, then down at the ground. Then we started spinning more as we rocked back and forth, all while the music kept building, and the room around us kept going crazier and crazier.
This Afterlink stuff would be considered AI nowadays.
Here, with the lighting going wild,
You
stuff
know,
moving and
I can
appearing
see it.
all around us, all while the spinning and rocking just kept getting crazier. The music continued to build, and with one final swell, we rose up, only to drop down as the song ended. All the instruments stopped being alive, and after a hearty round of applause, the ride was over.
That was fantastic, dude. I can see why so many people hype that up. That was incredible. There was so much happening literally all around me. And
I think, yeah, no, I can definitely see the value of Dance Macabre. I think it's just, it's not what I'm looking for in a ride. I think it's very well executed. I myself just don't like it because it's boring to me. When I go to an amusement park and I get in a ride to go somewhere, not sit still, rotate in a circle, and watch a fucking like story unfold in front of me, you know? It's the same with what's the other attraction that does this? There's one other attraction in the Efteling that does the same thing, and it really bothers me. I can't remember which one it is. I think no, I remember. It's the it's that fucking not glow in the dark. The dark ride that I was talking about at the start of the video. Where am I at? 750. So at the start of the video, he goes over this one. This. I have no idea what it's called. I had the same problem with this because, so basically the way that this one works, whatever it's called, I don't fucking remember. This attraction is several rooms next to each other, and the floor has several of these like carts cemented into the floor, and the floor itself moves. So the carts move with the floor throughout the different rooms. You go from room to room to room to room, and you're just looking at whatever is in that room, and I just don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it again, visually, they're fantastic. I just don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Rides on the planet.
it's like, yeah, that's not enough. Let's become a goddamn drop tower. And then we dropped. That was so stinking awesome.
Rapids ride, considering it was
I cannot believe you just said that motherfucking America moment.
still raining and I was still in my poncho. I decided to go on the park's Rapids ride, which unfortunately I managed to lose almost all of the footage for. Now, I was admittedly a bit underwhelmed by this Rapids ride. I think these rides are at their absolute best when there's some sort of water effect or feature that's coming up, like a drop or a waterfall, and everybody's kind of freaked out if it's gonna hit them. This ride had those effects, but they would all turn off right before they sprayed the boat.
Oh no! Oh, it was a fake out.
This happened all all the time, which sadly I don't have any footage of, but what I do have footage of is me getting passed by another raft, which I've never seen anything like before. After I got unstuck, I hit some really good rapids, then came across a crazy water feature that I thought was gonna drench me.
Oh, this is not a fake out. Oh, it is a fake out.
After that, the only footage I have for some reason is me passing the people who passed me, so maybe this is a common occurrence? I don't normally ride rapids rides, so I don't know. Anyways, after I got off that, I went over to the park's other racing coaster, Max and Maury's. Calling this a racing coaster may have been a bit of an exaggeration.
Isn't this a kid's roller coaster? What if there was a roller coaster that was like a NASCAR race, not millions of laps, but getting you the experience in the Cars movie? That would actually be sick, and I feel like that's very reasonable to pull off. Just put like a diagonal thing, like two seats next to each other, and just going in a circle. Yeah, that's. I feel like that's very realistic. That probably exists somewhere, just not here. And in America, I'm willing to bet that's a thing. If not in America, surely in like, I don't know, fucking Singapore or something. I don't know, man.
This is more
I'm
of
not
a
an
pair
expert
of
on rides.
intertwined coasters, twisting and turning their way around each other in a field. Just like most of the other powered coasters I've ridden, this one goes around twice, but on this one, I swear the second lap is faster. It might not
Oh, this is the boosty one.
actually be, it may just be an illusion caused by the onboard audio speeding up, but it felt faster. There isn't too much to
No, it actually is faster. So the cool thing about this one, the roller coaster tires break off on the last lap. That's crazy. So the cool thing about this one, the only appeal of this ride is the fact that when it starts, it gives you like a boost forward. So most rides, when they're stopped dead so people can get in and then they start back up, they accelerate slowly, right? They accelerate over time. This one, I think they do it through like air suspension or something like that. It stands still and then it just goes, right? Like in an instant, it just shoots forward, and that's what's cool about it.
talk about for the
And that's the only thing that's cool about it. Other than that, it's really boring.
actual layouts themselves, they were both very good family coasters with some fun interactions with each other. I slightly preferred the blue side because there was a burst of water that would come from a pond, but both sides were pretty equal and neither of them pulled any kind of wild forces or threw me in the air or anything like that. After I got off of that ride, I started walking over to the next area, but this Arabian area caught my eye.
Yes,
I didn't
the
know what
bazaar.
it was or if it even had any rides, but I wanted to
Anytime that I go to Efteling with anyone else at all, the bazaar is our default place to take a piss. It's like the default toilet area. Most people do that in the like dining hall area that's in the middle of the fucking amusement park. For us, it's always the bazaar.
check it out, and lo and behold, it did actually have a ride. Fanta Morgana.
I have literally
Fanta
no
Morgana.
idea what to expect for this ride. Like, I don't even know what type of ride it is, but the area is really
Which one is
cool,
that
so
again?
My expectations are very high.
Is that the
Immediately
one
after
with
walking
the-
into line, I was put into this huge
Yes,
room
yes,
where
yes,
I
yes,
saw
yes.
that
It's
it
the
was a
one with the
boat ride,
boat.
So maybe it was a good thing I didn't take off my poncho yet. There was also absolutely no line, so I walked straight onto a boat and started the ride, with a curtain opening up to reveal a jungle. We took an incredibly sharp turn for
No, I actually really like this ride. Fanta Morgana is probably one of my favorite rides in Efteling. I love the way this is done.
a boat ride.
Because it combines several of my favorite things. I love water stuff, right? Obviously, I mean, Subnautica is... Actually, speaking of Subnautica, I have something to tell you guys. Guys, Subnautica news this stream. Stay tuned. I'll get back to this later. Remind me, please. It's actually really important. It has water. It has jungle vibes, which I love everything that's... Like, in CS, Ancient is my favorite map because it's a jungle. Literally. That is the reason.
Within
And this literally, like, takes those two and combines it. So I love this ride for that. And it looks fantastic, too.
sailed forwards into the foggy jungle, going under some trees and coming across this wizard. He used his wand to cast a spell, opening these huge doors and letting us into a forbidden city, where it quickly became apparent that we were floating through not the nicest part of the city. We went past some beggars, a guy trying to force his donkey to move, and some shop owners, through a huge and super detailed scene that briefly takes a dark turn as we see a guy undergoing a horrible looking medical procedure. We kept floating forwards and go past even more people selling stuff and a floating carpet before we drifted in.
You know what I will say? And I don't want to you know, I don't want to accuse this dude of anything, because he doesn't seem like the biggest YouTuber. He has 45k subs. What does he do on his channel? Does he just do rides around the world? Oh my god, he does. He just does rides around the world and like reviews them. Honestly, that's fair. But the way this guy narrates his videos, do you guys think that he uses AI to write his narrative scripts for him? Because it seems suspiciously detailed. And if that's all his own doing, great for him. Genuinely really good narrating, but it sounds like an AI wrote this, like the way he narrates. Like, just listen to this.
Force his donkey to move and some shop owners through a huge and super detailed scene that briefly takes a dark turn as we see a guy undergoing a horrible looking medical procedure. We kept floating forwards and go past even more people selling stuff and a floating carpet before we drifted into the sewer and ended up going through this huge gate and into the prison. We went past some guards and a dancer who was entertaining them, then we went into the caves where we saw the prisoners being forced to...
Is it Subnautica 2 in 4 days? Yes, it is. I guess I'll just talk about it right now in that case. So, Subnautica 2 is coming into early access, and I'm just letting you guys know I am on top of this shit as soon as it's out. Planned release date, 14th of May, 2026, which is on Thursday. I just want you guys to know, if I have time, because I don't know what time it's going to release. If I have time, like if it releases on time for me to stream this on Thursday, I will be streaming it on Thursday. If I don't, I'm streaming it on Friday, and we're doing a longer stream. But I am on top of this shit as soon as it's out, and I don't give a fuck about CS at that point. I want to play the fuck out of this early access. Because apparently several YouTubers have already played Subnautica 2. They've been, like... I know Anthomnia already has logged, like, 80 hours on Subnautica 2. And apparently the early access has like a load of content in it. So I'm really hyped for this. I don't give a fuck if people still want CS streams made. I'm playing Subnautica 2 when it's coming out. Suck my dick.
Work hard and grueling labor. The wizard appears again and uses his magic to let us escape the prison and start floating through the town's rich harbor, going underneath a massive boat past a tiger and into one of the Sultan's parties. In a stark contrast to everywhere else we've been, this area is lively and joyous, with the Sultan's servants making sure he and all of his guests have a great time. While I was looking at that, these curtains opened, revealing this massive animatronic that was guarding all of the king's treasure. We slowly floated under him and to the wizard, who suddenly disappeared behind a wall, leaving us in complete darkness. We floated...
That is also a really cool part of the, what's it called? Of the, like, ride.
The wizard, who suddenly disappeared
this, like, disappearing wizard, like, disappearing behind a wall. I have no idea how they do this. I'm guessing the wall is... I'm guessing it's a screen, and it's playing a video of the wizard or something. I have no idea how they did this. I'm so glad they managed to escape the hands of their publisher. Yeah, I remember that, actually. I was so, like... I really thought that they weren't going to release Subnautica 2, because... Wasn't there something that came out where it stated that their publishers or shareholders or whatever the fuck made them delete, like, 80% of the game's in-game content or something like that?
Wall, leaving us in complete darkness. We floated in the dark for a little, then came across this awesome scene, which looks just like a normal hallway, but as we floated through it, it slowly rotated to the side. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how this fits into the ride story. From all that I can tell, we got caught by the big dude trying to leave the Forbidden City with either gold or information, so I'm not entirely sure how we got to here, especially with the wizard disappearing. We float through a huge snake's mouth and reappear in the jungle, then some doors open up and take us back into the station.
Well, you need to... I mean, I agree, but you need to remember that Efteling is designed for, like, kids, like 6 to 12-year-olds. Well, 6 to 16-year-olds, I should say. Most rides. And Fata Morgana is a great example. It's definitely for younger kids, where it's supposed to be kind of scary and kind of, like, menacing, and that's about it.
The ride.
If I remember correctly, they withhold the release of the game because they didn't want to give the devs bonus money. What? Why not?
Dude, I am flabbergasted. I would have never guessed that that's what that ride is. I don't want to say that the entrance is unassuming, because I mean, the area is huge and the area is cool, but for what that ride was, this might be the most unassuming entrance. Like, I would have never guessed that that ride was going to be as huge, as detailed, as immersive, as stankin' long as it was. Like, I feel like an easy comparison to make is like the Pirates of the Caribbean, because this does definitely copy some of the framework of that. I don't even know if I'd compare it to that. Like, this is, I've never
Is there a
really
Pirates of the Caribbean
experienced
ride?
anything
That's
like
gotta
that
be Disney,
before.
right?
From there, I went over to check out what is
That has
undoubtedly
to
the
be
most
Disneyland.
famous part of the entire park, the Fairy Tale Forest. I've never
Yes.
really experienced
Sprocus
anything
balls.
like this anywhere before. As the name implies, this is a forest filled with tons of characters and locations from all
Oh my god. For some reason, okay, don't make fun of me, right?
this anywhere
For
before.
some
As the name
reason, when I was a
implies, this is
kid,
forest filled with
The Roodskapje part of Sprookjesbos, for some reason, this terrified me as a kid. I think it's because, so what he doesn't show is, so the girl is here. This is the house to the side here. Inside the house, you can see, maybe I can find a picture. Hold on, let me see if I can find a good picture. Fuck off. 1 second. Yes, found it. So, this is why. So, this is what he shows, right? But this is what's inside the house. And this freaked me out as a kid. Like, come on, man. That looks cursed as hell. Also, that's such an ugly, like, animatronic of a wolf. That doesn't even look like a wolf, I just realized. It looks like a fucking hellhound. Or something like that. Bro could say Fairy Tale Forest, but can't say Beyond Homeland.
tons of characters and locations from a bunch of fairy tales, and this was really cool.
Ooh! You know what I'm excited about? I'm excited for him to get to the... I can't remember the name. It's under the snail ride. The part that has all the trolls or the goblins or whatever. The ones that have like their own bakery and whatever the fuck. That also freaked me out as a kid because they look so creepy.
Went all out on all of these, like this guy whose neck went from a normal length to like 50 feet tall, to this big whale guy who would open and close his mouth, and sometimes Pinocchio would pop out, to this area where a guy would occasionally fly across on a flying carpet, and even a donkey that would poop out a coin. You also don't need to know the stories.
I don't
before
remember
you
that.
go. Everyone has a book next to it with the story in Dutch, English, German, and French, or you could just do what I did and try and piece together what was happening purely by looking at it. After I left the forest, I was right next to the entrance to one of the park's shows. Now, I normally don't talk about shows on this channel, but I wanted to cover this one because I thought it was super cool, but unfortunately it recently shut down and is being reworked into a new show. I do still want to talk about this though a little, because this is one of the coolest shows I've ever seen in a theme park.
I don't think I've ever
This
seen
lady
this.
appearing on top of a pillar, she summons a bird, and then a ton of dudes ride in on horseback. They circle around and perform some really cool horseback stunts before getting off the horses and sparring with their
I feel like this probably got shut down because they use actual horses. That's gotta be the reason. Because all the, like, circuses and stuff aren't allowed to do that either anymore. And I feel like they finally came out on F-Thing and were like, no, not allowed. Very, very naughty, my friend.
assistants. Eventually, they impress the woman enough that she gives them this show's versions of the elemental weapons of Spinjitzu, like this one that shoots water,
In the real world, she would give him their no.
this one that trapped
Sorry.
a guy, and this one that shoots fire. Right after they're done testing out the weapons, the castle thing in the middle starts sliding back, and some guys rappel down from the roof of the stands. They manage to capture her and put her in this thing, which causes her to disappear into a cloud of smoke. The guys start fighting
They're going to impregnate her.
back, and after a long battle, they look to have the guys cornered and seemingly defeated, but the main bad guy appears atop the castle thing and summons their main weapon, a huge 5-headed mechanical fire-breathing dragon. It rotates to the side and starts attacking, but the good guys are able to combine all of their elemental powers to defeat the dragon, which also causes the lady to return. They bring the main bad guy to her, and she magically puts him into a prisoner uniform. They walk them over to the lake, where they start sinking into the water, which
Horses are now only allowed for derby arenas? Yeah.
They never get out of, I
Figured.
don't know how they do this, but they never leave this pond. So either they just straight up died, or there's like a secret hatch in the water or something. I don't really know. After that, it's time for celebration as they circle around on their horses again, ending the show. By the way, I've been thinking about covering more shows on this channel, kind of in the same way that I do dark rides. I can't really cover musical shows just due to copyright, but more story-driven shows like this could be really fun to talk about. After I got out of the show, I came across this huge entrance, which I had no idea what it was, but it looked cool, so I decided to check it out. I thought I would be let into this big door, but instead some small doors to the left were open, taking me into this huge ambulance.
Wait, which one is this?
I had no idea what it was.
Oh, Droomvlucht. Oh. Wait, which one is Droomvlucht again? Droomvlucht is the one where the rides hatch on the top. And you go through this zigzag, and there's like a bunch of like magical stuff happening around you and like below you and stuff. Is that the one?
It looked cool, so I decided to check it. Did this huge straight into the car and
Yes,
started
it is.
the ride.
I
It
love this
starts
one.
by going up through this cave, and at the top we rotated to the side. and
Droomvlucht
went past
is
some
so
mountains
cool.
with these huge castles on them. We went back into the darkness and turned around into a beautiful forest that was filled with elves. Unlike the other rides in the park, this one does not have a really concrete story. Instead, it replicates an incoherent dream. So the scenes generally don't have anything in common. We're just going from one cool area to the next. When we left the forest, we went back through the darkness and into the next dream, another forest that is kind of similar to the last one, but also distinctly different, curving us around past tons of fairies. We backed away from that dream and started drifting through a tunnel of stars, taking us past these awesome planet cities and these floating castles before we turned around past this guy and into a swamp. We started spiraling to the ground through the trees, picking up a surprising amount of speed in the process. Then we went through some fog and past even more swamp guys and fairies before turning to the side and leaving the dream world, ending the ride.
I feel like a broken record at this point. I'm just riding something, getting off and saying, man, that was really good. But man, that was really good.
After that, I went further back into the park and came
No,
across a small-
Droomvlucht is extremely underrated. I actually really like Droomvlucht. I think it's probably one of the Efteling's best works, unironically. The castle part looks like Undertale or Deltarune.
ride that I needed to ride. The teacups. A few videos ago,
No!
I rode a ride at Disneyland Paris, and one of those rides was the teacups, which stinkin' sucked. They had a brake on them, so I could only spin at like 1 mile per hour. In my previous video, I got redemption on some different teacups, but because of the quality of everything else in this park, I figured these would be even better, and they stinkin' were. In the beginning, this spinning was locked as it warmed up, but once it unlocked, I was free to spin as fast as I wanted, and I got it spinning pretty fast. But near the end, it got even crazier. It felt like the ride took control of the spinning as I was held in one direction while the platform spun the other. Then I started spinning in a way that whipped me around. It may have just been a coincidence with how I got the car spinning, but if it was the ride taking over, then this is what a controlled teacups experience should be.
That is how you do teacups. Oh my goodness. It felt like there were 3 stages. There was like the warm up at the beginning where I wasn't able to spin it. And then there was the main spinning bit
Had
where
a
I was able to
Deltarune
spin it
dream.
like crazy. And then after that, there was like the
POV, every fucking Undertale fan ever.
scrambler almost like where I wasn't able to spin it, but it was still smooth.
Alright, we get it, bro, we get it.
Giant bird behind me, which is apparently the entrance to a coaster.
It indeed was the entrance to a coaster, taking me under a giant egg and directly
Which one
into
is
the
this again?
station, where I immediately boarded onto the train and started climbing up the very dark lift. Then we dropped down a very dark drop, twisted around, got blinded by a light, then continued twisting through the darkness. This is a tricky ride to talk about because it's all entirely in the dark, but it is a pretty good family coaster, though I do wish there was a little bit more to look at throughout. The only really notable piece of theming, from what I saw at least during the ride itself, was this really cool tunnel, though that was also just the end of
Oh,
the
it's
ride.
this one.
From there I walked through the park.
Yeah, that one's really boring. There's nothing to look at in that one. It goes fast, which is the reason why people still go on it, because it's a fun experience if you like going fast like me. But, you know, I don't know. The fact that it's all in pitch black makes it also kind of like... If that's the case, I wish it was just like open air instead of being inside of a dark tunnel.
A bit more and came across something I didn't even realize still existed. Pahode, which is one of these huge circular observation wheels.
I
remember
hate
seeing
these.
a ride like this back in Planet
This guy's tone of voice is killing me.
Coaster years ago and being like, yeah, there's no way that's a real type of ride.
I hate these ones that just like really slowly go up really high. Because I wouldn't say I have a fear of heights, but Then I had to deal with the realities of an abortion. What? What? Oh, all right. The pitch black doesn't make you feel the speed. No, it does, but it's also like, I mean, I get what they were going for. It's just, it does make it more boring. I would have appreciated it more if it was just like out in the open rather than being inside of a dark tunnel. Kind of like some of the other ones.
Apparently it is.
Because that's what Phoenix does in Toverland. Phoenix is open air and it's great. I think that ride would be a lot better if it's open air. That's all I'm saying. Read the sentence in his voice. Oh, I get it. Yeah, okay.
The views it gave of the park and the nearby areas were stunning. It also gave me some nice views of the next and final ride I was gonna.
Wait, was that the Efteling Hotel?
Nearby areas were
That's the Efteling Hotel, right? I've never been in the Efteling Hotel. I want to go there at some point, but it seems like a massive waste of money, if I'm being honest. The only time that I think if I was a foreigner coming to the Netherlands just for Efteling, yes, I would definitely go to Efteling Hotel. The only time that I think I would really go for one of these hotels that are included in the theme park is if I went to like Disneyland or something. Then yes, then I would probably get the hotel there just to get the full experience. But since I live in the same country, I live 30 minutes away from this place. I'm not staying at this fucking hotel. I'm just gonna go home.
stunning. It also gave me some nice views of the next and final ride I was gonna ride in the park, Symbolica.
I am so unbelievably excited for this ride. This is the ride.
Symbolica
that really put this
is the
park
one
on
with
map for me.
the rooms that I was talking about, right?
I heard people talking about how Symbolica is one of the best dark rides.
Theme park hotels are always going to be able to... Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I don't want to stay in them. But for, like, Disneyland or something, I think it's worth it. Because, like, it's going to be an expensive trip anyway. It's in... Like, the closest Disneyland to me is in fucking France. That's expensive regardless. You know?
Time on the level of like Disney and Universal's best rides, and that's when I was like, okay, I actually really need to make it out to this park.
It starts with us being let into this gorgeous house where this guy is reading a super long list of rules. The jester, who's the park's mascot, pops out from behind the curtain, gets bored of the rules, and casts a spell which causes the huge staircase to split in half, letting us walk into the Palace of Fantasy. After going down some stairs, I got a selected tour. I'll talk about that in a second. Then I boarded the ride vehicle and started the ride, pulling up to this door.
I don't like this one. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's boring.
Which locked right in front of me. So we backed up and made our way down a hallway, entering into the observatory, one of the coolest scenes on any dark ride I've ridden. We see the palace's grandmaster standing in the center and casting spells, causing the room to be alive. The jester pops out from behind him and casts another spell on us as we back out of the observatory and make our way over to the balcony, where we see a landscape that's very similar to one we saw on Droomvlucht
This
earlier.
is cool.
Some butterflies fly down, and after taking in the view for a little, we continue making our way through the palace, going past another butterfly and into the aquarium, where we see a huge whale animatronic floating in front of us. Something goes a bit wrong though, and the glass starts cracking, causing water to pour out of the aquarium. We back away, go past the jester again, and go into a little side room, and this is where the tours I mentioned earlier come into play. This ride is really unique, where there are 3 different ride paths you can go. Each is primarily the same ride, but they all have 2 unique scenes. On my first ride, I went with the music tour, so I entered into the music room. I heard the rules guy yapping again, then the jester appeared in the mirror and caused the entire wall to open up, letting me into the archives. On my second ride, I went on the treasure tour, which starts exactly the same, but when we split up, I went into a different room. Again, the rules guy is yapping.
I can't remember which one I did. I didn't know that there was 3 different versions of this, actually. Because I only did one of them. I don't think I remember the view with the city and stuff. The one that the one that he just showed, the one with like the whale and the cracking glass. I don't think I did that one.
Now disguised as a princess, and again the jester appears and opens up the wall. Then on my third ride,
this is the one I did.
Disguised as a princess, and again the jester appears and opens up the wall.
With this big ass empty room that you like circle around it for like 5 whole minutes. It's so goddamn boring.
Then
you're just spinning in circles in that one room.
My third ride, I went on the Heroes Tour. Here, the Rules guy appeared in a suit of armor before the Jester opened up the door. Also, in all of these, he makes a key appear out of nowhere in front of us, which is a really cool effect. Back on my first ride, I made my way through the archives, which is really confusing because there were tons of cars all moving around at the same time, taking full advantage of the ride's trackless system. Eventually, I found my way to an organ, the second of the unique scenes, and using the interactive touchscreen in front of me,
Jester starts yapping in the mirror, telling you Jordans are fake before telling you to fuck off.
to control it, causing it to break out into song before I backed away and started going past tons of archives, seeing some cool stuff, and going past a bunch of wine bottles. On the treasure tour, after having the wall open, we went through a different section of the archives, then entered this room filled with mirrors.
Average grocery shop over here requires
the
an arm
diamond, and eventually it becomes a rainbow, which
Yeah.
is a fair bit less
Real.
interesting than what happened on the music path. From there, it went past more archives, then linked back up with the other cars. On the Heroes Tour, yet again, after going through the
I
archives, we
really
built
don't
up
care
to
about
two
this
suits of
ride.
armor, which came to life, and we were able to use the touchscreens to make the two of them fight, with the left one eventually taking the win. Then we linked back up with the other cars in the hallway of wine, going past a guy pushing a ton of pancakes and entering into the King's Feast, where we saw him, the Jester, and a bunch of other dudes eating, then spun around and started having a ball, waltzing around the incredible ballroom in another
Or is this the one I did?
of the trackless ride system I've
Maybe
seen.
this is the one I
Finally,
did.
we
I don't
left the
know.
ballroom, went past our on-ride photos, and made our way into the unloading platform, ending the ride.
Yeah, that is one of the best dark rides I've ever ridden. I am kind of speechless after that, to be entirely honest. Like, there were so many points in that ride where I was like, okay,
I didn't know that it had 3 different variations.
this has to
But
be
I've
the
only been
ending,
on it
right?
once,
And it
so.
just kept going, and we got to another point, and I was like, okay, this has to be the ending, right? And it just kept going. It just kept building on itself.
He skipped Villa Volta! He skipped several rides. He skipped Villa Volta. He skipped the fucking snail ride. He skipped the part with the with the trolls, the one that I was talking about before. What the fuck, man?
And building on itself with every room and every scene getting bigger and crazier and doing stuff that I've honestly never seen a ride do before. Though I will say, I do think I liked that boat ride just a little bit more. That might just have something to do with the fact that I
Nah,
had
Droomvlucht is goated.
sky-high expectations for this ride, which it met, and for that ride, I had no expectations, which it blew out of the stankin' water.
By the way, this is video 7 of an 11 video long European theme park series, and across every park we visit, I'm putting together an overall top 5. Unfortunately, nothing in this park managed to crack the list, but that says nothing about
Ah! Fuck you.
the overall quality of this park. Up to this point on my trip, this was by far my favorite park in Europe by a stinking landslide. It just doesn't have an individual ride that's quite at the level of that top 5, but it really doesn't need one in my opinion. I almost feel like the major thrill coaster it would take to get onto this list would actually come at a detriment to the park, because this park's atmosphere is incredible. This is by far the single most enjoyable park to walk around in that I've ever been
No
to.
sex
I
routes.
ended my day in the park with 76% battery left, which is unheard of for me. Normally, I'm leaving these parks with my phone on life support. If you're watching this and you value atmosphere, landscaping, storytelling, and theming above thrill rides, or you just generally like more casual rides above extreme thrill coasters, then I am very confident that this park will become one of, if not your favorite theme park of all time. It's so good. Anyways, my next video is from Movie Park Germany, so subscribe to see that when it comes out, and if you enjoyed this video, consider checking out this one from
Movie Park
Plopsaland,
Germany.
Belgium, where I ride one of the best roller coasters.
Plopsaland, Belgium. I didn't even know that park still exists. Did that shut down? Or was that just a rumor? Maybe that was just a rumor. Alright, that was interesting. That was actually a really cool review. I'm sad that he skipped some of the stuff that he did. Mostly the troll stuff that I'm talking about. Because I wanted to know what other people think of it. Because I've always hated it because it freaked me out as a kid. But, again, that's just me. Alright. Video 1 done. W video. So the next one is going to be a bit more interesting. I exposed Facet's darkest secrets. Let's
Hello.
go.
In this video, I invited my friend Kirovsky, who is gonna tell us about the dark side of the most popular third-party platform named Faceit. Because for some
That was a cool review. Dislikes the video.
unknown reason, a lot of people in the community believe that cheating on Faceit is impossible. People think that it's a great platform with no issues, and all of us crying YouTubers and streamers should stop playing Premiere and just move to Faceit. So we will discuss how easy it is to cheat there with a direct proof and example.
Well, I mean, to be fair, for streamers and big content creators, cheaters aren't the biggest issue on Faceit. It's the fucking stream snipers.
And also we will touch some very shady stuff that's happening behind the scenes on this platform. If you don't know who Kirovsky is, he's pretty much one of the best cheating investigators, and he has a lot of videos about cheaters specifically on Faceit. So
I see Kirovsky's tweets on my feed every fucking day. I'm willing to bet if I open Twitter right now, which I'm gonna do full screen just in case any porn shows up. Sorry, I follow some hentai accounts. No, I'm kidding. I'm willing to bet if I scroll down right now on my feed, eventually Kirovsky is gonna show up. HOTV. Let me see. Kirovsky. It might take a bit. He's gonna show up eventually. He always does. Okay, what the fuck is this, man? Why are men nowadays attracted to girls with such a body type? I don't know. Why is this getting recommended to me, man? Why are you just shoving ass into my feed? Okay, well, this isn't fucking proving anything for me, is it? To be fair, I just follow a lot of accounts. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. The stream sniping is low-key insane. I've seen so many clips on Twitter. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll just fucking look them up. Fine, Twitter. Be that way. Fucking... Girl got gip body I like. I don't know about that. Brother is full rage cheating on Faceit. Oh yeah, he's also been one of the people that have been speaking out about like issues with the new what's it with the Adam Graph 2 stuff, that it's like inconsistent. And everyone's just like, bro, you're washed at the game. Like let's look at the let's look at the comments. Schizo posting, if you really feel this way, record and count some frames, otherwise it's cringe. There was another tweet he did. Hold on. I think it's this one. Yeah. The game feels off again. Spray feels inconsistent. Shooting overall feels unreliable. Kill feedback is delayed. Dying mind walls again. Blah, 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 blah. Top comments. Maybe just consider that you're washed. I feel bad for Valve because the community is so fucking retarded and full of... Okay. I'm not surprised they don't listen at all. Anyway, yeah, that's who this guy is. Moving
He's
on.
a true expert of this subject. So I really hope that you enjoy this interview, and let's begin.
So, I do the like all the introduction like in the post-production, so like you don't need to introduce yourself, right? But long story short, you have a dedicated channel, right, towards exposing a cheater specifically on Faceit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me, how many approximately, since you started your career as a cheating exposer, how many have you caught so far, and how many were banned? Approximately, if you don't know the specific number.
Approximately. Well, how many I caught? Like, because sometimes in the videos would be like multi-cheaters. We don't have HVH on Faceit. Like,
Yeah.
it was like 3 or 4 cheaters in one lobby.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes from like banned people,
Yeah.
because sometimes we caused a ban wave.
Mm-hmm.
It went from 50 to 100.
50 to
From
100.
videos of 6 months. I'm doing 6 months
Yeah, so
right
for,
now.
in 6 months, you've banned around 50 to 100 people.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I banned, but community. Like
Community, yeah.
together we banned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
Exposing these cheaters. Yes.
What would you say is the
average rating of a Faceit cheater? So like, if you would have to say, what's the rank?
2 minutes of that. Thank you, Twitch. All right, I'll wait. I'll open Twitter in the meantime. Let's see what's on my Twitter while we wait for Boomer's ads to finish playing. 2 Magic Cleaner CTs after a bit of Fugas to start. Also realized earlier this game that I had FPS Max 500 on a 600 Hz monitor. No wonder I felt like a dog yesterday. Yeah, that's the reason. Oh, they're gone? W. Let's go.
Range where you meet the most cheaters on Faceit. Elo, level...
Well, I think it goes from 2.7k to 3.7. Let's say in that range, because most of the cheaters, even if they're like really bad with movement and everything, they boost easy to 2.7, 2.9.
So it's the higher end. It's not like you meet them like on level 8, right?
No, you can meet them. Yeah, they're like people stagnating and playing with cheats for fun in lower levels. I think it's my 3rd video about Panther guy. He's definitely cheating. Like I never saw someone with so bad movement, utility, everything, but always focus where the people are. I mean, even Molly, he's running on Vertigo from the T-spawn. He's running and he's preparing Molly in front when the CTs are pushing mid. Like, you cannot hear that, you cannot know that. Now in this round, he will run and pull out the Molly. You see? Oh, the Molly is ready. He cannot hear the guys running. You can see them here. How he knows to prepare Molly. No other round he does this. No other round. He drops Molly here and drops nade. Okay. He knows it. They're what? What's happening here? And then some kills. Okay, again. Very bad reaction. He can see the lag, but he doesn't react. Okay. Okay. No problem. He's jumping over sniper shots.
I feel like people are gonna say like, oh, but he could have guessed that they're gonna be on an eco round, and if they're in an eco round, they're more likely to push mid. No. That's not how that works.
How he knows where the AVP is, yo, it's crazy. And that guy is not banned. He's playing for fun.
And he's still not banned.
No, still not. Still not. And I even got the
Bunter 2k. Now I'm curious. What's his elo now? He's level 7? This guy's cheating. He's level 7. Oh my god. He's level 7 with an 0.9 KD. There is no way. Wait, what if I go to his Steam profile? Please add, please add. He definitely just removes. Yeah, he turned off comments on his account. He has 9,000 hours. He has 6.7 thousand matches, and he's level 7. Oh my god. Okay. Motherfucker has an 0.9 KD. But he actually has a higher average ADR than I do. Look at this. Right, look at this, and look at this. Now look at me. Mine is actually lower. Oh no. Oh no. Fuck me. But to be fair, that's because of my fucking slump recently. Like, I was actually doing really well before, and then ever since, like, here, look at this. 60 ADR. This one was fine. 66, 40, 63, 75, 56. I have not been able to shoot anyone in a span of like the past 3 weeks.
That he's sharing, like selling to people. I like there was like option for me to get the video where someone is setting up a wall hack for him, but I never got it, so we cannot use it, unfortunately.
All right, so my next question would be, what was the highest elo cheater you have seen on Faceit?
No, Christ.
I think 4K elo.
In CS2
Let me
or in
just check.
CS2,
In
right?
CS2. So the guy was actually cheating from CS:GO.
Yeah.
He was cheating. He was 5 kilo in CS:GO.
Oh, okay.
And then he got banned because someone leaked, someone ratted out, someone gave the code of the cheat, and he got banned in CS2. He was not a bad player when you watch him playing.
Yeah.
He looks like a good player, but he was just too good, just too good.
Yeah.
And he got banned in CS2. His name was Arma. If I remember properly. He now dropped to level 2 after the ban.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Let me just check his last game. Arma's last game, he was 3.6 in CS2. But in CS:GO 5 point something.
And he was cheating back then in CS:GO already, right?
By the way,
Yeah, I'm guessing like
oh, I just realized this is Hikes is playing one of his other videos as B-roll. I just noticed. But this is this B-roll gameplay that you're seeing is obviously a spin bot, but this is on Faceit servers.
if he's high elo in he was 4.6.
It's
sorry,
full on
4.6
rage
in
cheating with a
CS:GO.
spin bot.
Yeah, 23
But it's on
average.
Faceit servers. Look at the
And
end of the
in
round.
CS2, he was 3.6 in the last game. So he said on the profile, I'll send you the profile,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
second. On the profile, he said that he was 4.9, so almost 5 kilo maximum. In
Oh, he's
and
Russian.
He has HLTV
Yeah, look, Faceit. It is Faceit. What the fuck?
and everything.
Yeah,
He has
okay.
HLTV, everything.
Okay, I get it. And what was the lowest elo or like lowest level you have seen to cheat?
Level 2, level 2.
Level 2. And was it like super
Yeah.
blatant or like
Yeah, they tend to go.
What the fuck is Hikes doing?
2? And was it like super
Yeah.
blatant or like
What is homie doing? Oh fuck, I reset the video. God damn it.
like in terms of detecting cheat?
Level 2, level 2. Go super blatant in level 2. It's like maybe testing.
It's even the point of
like,
Faceit
the
AC.
limit.
It's a good question.
When will the AC activate itself? But it's like I don't know. I never saw someone gets banned automatically by AC in the match. Like nothing. I don't know if anyone ever met got the match cancelled because anti-cheat found
Detected the cheat,
Maybe-
yeah. In game, live in game.
Like
I don't think Faceit
live-
anti-cheat
no,
does
no
that.
bans live. I didn't see that. I saw a guy getting banned for toxicity, and that's when the game was cancelled. That was the only time I remember.
Actually, wait, yeah, I had that once. Most invasive energies for a regular spin bot to still work. Well, it's not a regular spin bot, Boomer. There is no way this is a regular spin bot. Regular stuff definitely would not pass by Faceit anti-cheats. It's definitely more. It's a more expensive one for sure. Regular, the regular rage cheats that you buy for $30 on some fucking local websites, those would not get past Faceit. You would be insta-banned. You would be nuked with those. This is Faceit cheats. They do exist. There is a market for them. There's been a market for them for ages, but they are fucking expensive, which is the only reason it's more rare. There's still there's the same amount of people that are interested in buying them as there is for regular cheats for matchmaking, but because they're so expensive, a lot of people just cannot afford them. I'm talking thousands of dollars to do shit like that. Like this rage cheating spin bot that this dude has probably cost him 5 to 10 grand. Most likely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like in terms of detecting cheaters, even VAC Live can stop the match live, but Faceit anti-cheat usually bans a person post, like after he's exposed or whatever, right?
So what
Faceit
happened
cheats are
is,
hundreds
like,
of dollars,
most of the
thousands.
bans are manual.
Thousands.
And some of the bans are when they put like they find the code, so they put it anti-cheat, or they detect something but they wait for some reason. Even when you go on Twitter and let's say you tag Darwin, he's head of the Faceit team. I don't know what he's doing. Like he's some high admin. I don't know. And when you show some evidence and you tag him there, he's like, oh yeah, I found it. Yeah, that this guy is like ban evading or he's smurfing, and he will wait a match to be finished and then manually ban. He literally said that.
Okay.
And they have all the info. If someone has irregular account, they have full info, but they wait for that to be exposed or reported on X, on Reddit, wherever, you know.
Yeah.
They have info. So in reality, they can make a program that can automatically ban those accounts, but
True.
it's just losing money for them. You know,
I see.
because those
True. I mean, yeah. Karofsky's right.
most of those accounts are paying for premium, paying for subscription, paying SEA. So if they do automatically ban, it would be a lot of bans.
So
who
they're
knows,
not
thousands of
interested
bans.
in banning. They're not interested in banning a lot of people, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because it's money losing for them. Like all those people are paying like $15 for premium. You know?
Yeah. Okay. What would you say is the average like percentage of people cheating on faces? So like for example,
Oh my god. 38 KD in one game, 250 ADR. Oh my god, look at his ADR. 280 ADR, 144, 150, 150, 150, 130, 130, 100, 200, 300 ADR. 42 and 1! 42 and 1, man! What? And this doesn't get... How long? How... Okay, this is the course of like 2 days. And this isn't... Brother, this is below my elo. This is level 6 that he's cheating in. I especially gotta take notes. Yeah, yo, listen, what's this guy's name? Bandicam4831. Bandicam, how much for you to coach me, brother?
let's say like in Premiere, I don't know if you play Premiere, but like if you go into like
sometimes.
from 25, starting from 25k, there is like minimum one cheater in every game. If like on Face It, let's say on level 10, what's the percentage of getting a cheater in your game? Approximately.
I mean, I can say like it's just if I say 10%, that means everyone will get one cheater in a match. You know? In 10 match, you will. I don't know. I cannot say. I mean, 10%. I can go with 10% because, those are only people that we found.
Yeah, of
Just
course.
imagine how many people are hiding and no one knows. No, sometimes you get a level 2 banned for cheating with 12 average. Imagine level 2 with 12 average, and you have a list of banned people, and then you're like, why is this player banned for cheating permanently? And then you have some obvious cheaters banned for 2 years. Like some weird things are happening on Face It, but I will say 10% of players.
10%. So it's like usually around like one player per game, or at least in every second game, you would say.
Yeah. At least like that. I mean, I know it sounds crazy to people who never.
It probably does. But
it sounds crazy. But you know how many reports right now I have, and out of those reports, at least 10% are cheaters. You know. So that we can scan, that we can see in the gameplay. You know, many people are just acting stupid. Like the guy who was showing me how he inject his cheat in Windows, not DMA, but he inject the cheat in Windows. With boot, and he boot with the cheat, so Face It anti-cheat cannot even detect it.
So it's in the BIOS, right?
Yeah, it's like something. I don't know if he's using the BIOS, but he's using some Windows cache files, and he's like something. Yeah, something like that. He was showing me. I'm not like some guy who knows deep Windows, but he was showing me that how he copied the some cache file, and that's how he used. I saw the cheat. I saw everything. I mean, I made a video on it.
Yeah.
So the guy just booted with Windows. But he is playing like a bot. You will never say that guy is cheating. Never.
And what is he using? What software is he using? Like, is he using walls? Is he using aim assistance?
He has walls. He can see what gun you're using, and he can see your health.
But he's still like bad, right?
No, he's acting like he knows you are like I'm watching his gameplay, and you cannot use it like screen recording. You need to use the camera and show it on monitor because it's protected from screen recording, from screenshots and everything. Yeah. So he knows. I was watching. He was playing Mirage.
Can you send me the video, or is it in the video, or is it?
Yeah. I'll send you that.
Yeah.
So he knows the guy is in a ladder room, but he just watch short, you know, he's running like he don't think about that, and he dies. But the way he's playing is just, if the team needs help, he will give some info like, yo, maybe connector. I think I saw 2 connector.
Wait, what was his face at level one more time? I forgot.
He was 3 kilo.
Ah, 3 kilo,
He was
okay.
3 kilo. Yeah, but from USA, so it's a little bit different than EU. But
Yeah.
3
Okay,
kilo.
okay, I get it.
I mean, if you're cheating, I don't think it matters.
What would you say is why do people think that like majority of the people who think that oh just go face it, there are no cheaters?
All right, let's get back to it.
Why do people think that? Is that because Faceit has this reputation, or is it because like DMA or like Faceit cheats are so not like people can't understand them, or they think it's some unreachable like level of cheats? You need to get some inside information like private invites for those cheats and stuff like that. Like how accessible are those cheats for Faceit? Like why do people think that it's so difficult to cheat on Faceit?
Because Faceit became popular because it was like protecting us from the cheaters. That was the full story. Faceit was like place where you play without cheaters before it was sold and changed. Like right now, it's just farming money.
Okay.
And living out of old glory. So even if you go and ask AI, just go and ask AI, ChatGPT, ask him why is Faceit anti-cheat so bad, it will even tell you that they are only there for profit. Like AI knows that. So yeah.
Really? Wait, I want to try that. ChatGPT. Why is the Faceit anti-cheat so bad? I'm asking ChatGPT. A lot of people complain about the Faceit entry, but whether it's actually bad depends on what you're experiencing. It's extremely intrusive. Performance and compatibility issues. False positive / bans. Doesn't catch everything. Annoying setup requirements. It doesn't say anything about money. So he's wrong. Unless I did the wrong prompt.
You play without cheaters before bad, it will even tell you that they are only there for profit. Like AI knows that. So yeah, like
if I do it right now, wait, you actually want me to do it right now?
Yeah, do it. I mean, I can send you. I did it.
Wait, okay. What do you want me to ask? Hey, what do I say? What exactly?
Okay, this is the first one because it's what? Send this, bro.
Oh, it gave me the answer, but it doesn't.
It's buggy, no?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't provide me anything with what you said, like with the fact that they're trying to make profit and stuff like that. So
if you see my answers, like I never went deep. I showed this on stream. Literally ask him, just give me answer why there's so many cheaters on Faceit and why it looks so bad. And then you have like the summary you can read.
Summary. Despite running at the level and having full access to your system, Faceit is failing to protect competitive furniture. Cheaters are rampant even top matches reporting of those without more.
Hold on, what? Despite running at a kernel level of energy, Faceit is failing to protect the competitive integrity of the game. Cheaters are rampant even in top matches. Without more transparency, improved detections systems, and a willingness to ban even high-profile players, Faceit will continue to lose the trust of its community. Okay.
Transparency improved. Yeah, okay.
Go Faceit stuff in action and bias. That's like I think the best, like the sixth one. There are allegations of evidence of Faceit admins ignoring reports, especially when it involves popular streamers or premium players. Some believe that there are bias or favoritism, especially in case where cheaters generate content, boost other players, or bring Faceit revenue. So there is the money part.
I see.
This is just, it goes and give you that. I mean, for me, it gave that answer. Like, and I was like, seriously, I didn't even. Sometimes you can go and you can affect AI. You know, when you speak with ChatGPT to give you some answer that is like appealing to you, that you like it.
Yeah.
But I just ask him normally. Like, I mean, I did ask him in Serbian, then I asked him to translate. That's the full truth.
Yeah. Okay.
And I get this answer. Like,
And you speak like to people, show you how cheats works and stuff like that. What would you say is like, for example, I know that in Premiere you can cheat with like even €5 cheats without getting banned. And some people tell me,
free.
yeah, some people tell me you can even use free cheats. Exactly.
Yeah, some people told me you can use ChatGPT and to help you make a cheat.
That's actually actually one of my videos that I'm trying to do right now. Yeah, that's the video that I'm trying to do right now. But the thing is, what's the minimum like? What's the minimum payment you need? What's the minimum price you need to enter into Face It cheating scene without getting banned?
Well, I cannot say that like 100% sure.
Approximately.
But there is stories that you can use DMA buying on AliExpress or Temu. You can buy DMA for $30 to $50. And you also have motherboards that comes with DMA already installed, like integrated. So let's say 50. Let's go to the higher price, 50. And then there is option to go and use the firmware that's publicly available for free. So I don't understand how people literally took it and tested it, and it works on Faceit.
Yeah.
I don't know why Faceit didn't just take that same publicly available firmware and detect it. But it's working. Like if you have access to cheaters Discord where they sell and where they talk about it, as I have a guy there sending me some info, they literally use something that's publicly available, like firmwares, and they cheat on Faceit and it's still not detected.
I get it. Okay. So
It's funny too, because okay, two things I want to say. So first of all, to circle back to a little earlier in the video when they were talking about the moderation team, is they were talking about how there's been allegations of members of the mod team ignoring bans if they involve like famous players or premium players, or if the cheaters make Faceit money or like something like that, right? Aside from that, weren't there also allegations against Darwin saying that that he always responds to females on Twitter a lot faster than anyone else that tags him, or something like that? Like, people were literally calling out Darwin for being a simp. Wasn't that a thing? At one point it was. It wasn't... It got blown over pretty quick. It was never like a major thing, but I think I remember seeing something about that. Unless it was just someone crying because... because a woman was snitching on him on Faceit. I don't know. But then the other thing is, the biggest issue that Faceit has in terms of like why this is a thing, I feel like the comparison that I'm about to make is gonna make no sense to a lot of you, but funnily enough, platforms like YouTube and Twitch have the exact same problem. Twitch especially. Twitch is in a almost eerily similar boat that Faceit is. Twitch has a history of not banning streamers that make Twitch money, even if they break the rules. And a lot of hot tub streamers are a very good example of this. There have been thousands of cases of this happening on Twitch, that a streamer very clearly is bending the rules in their own favor, and Twitch does nothing about it because they make money from the streamer being on the platform. And if that's the same case on Faceit, the problem with these is that they have no competitor. And YouTube used to be in a similar boat. YouTube is much better now, unironically. Well, I don't want to shit talk the dead, but I unironically feel like YouTube improved a lot since Susan Wojcicki, stopped being CEO of YouTube, but now she's dead. So, don't want to stay on that topic too long. Noah's son was harmed in the statements. Yeah, exactly. Now, YouTube has been a lot better ever since. Twitch and Faceit are in an eerily similar boat, and the biggest issue here as to why there isn't a solution for this still is they have no competition. the only competition that Twitch has as a live streaming platform is YouTube, where I'm gonna be honest, live streaming on YouTube is dog shit. It has no chat interaction features. It's just there to farm money. The only reason that you would stream on YouTube, if you're a streamer, is for a larger audience, and B, more revenue. Those are the only two reasons that you would stream on YouTube, is to grow an audience and make more money. Because YouTube has zero chat interaction features. You know how Twitch has like channel points, all that kind of shit where you can interact with the stream in fun ways? YouTube doesn't have any of that. They don't give a shit. But the only competition that Twitch has is Kick. We all know how that's going. And funnily enough, Kick is backed by Stake, right? Which Stake is like a huge gambling thing, correct? The only real competition, and it's not even actually real competition, but the only somewhat competition that Faceit has is that fuck-ass Inui platform. Inui Gaming or whatever the fuck. This one. Which I remember a bunch of CS2 creators were promoting at the start of CS2. Like, it was gonna, like, kill Faceit and all that. Except no one plays it because it's still in beta. Frankenstein monstering your pet didn't get you banned on Twitch back then. Yeah. But the only competition that Faceit has is this, and maybe like ES Portal, which is a ghost town. I don't think there's any other platforms. Unless I'm missing something. There used to be, what's it called? Renown.gg. There used to be this, which was a cool platform, but it shut down. So that's not a thing anymore. It used to be kind of cool. I didn't play on it too much, but it was cool. Except it didn't really have many players. But it was a good idea. Other than that, not really that much happened. But yeah, like, Faceit just doesn't have any real competition. And it's mostly just because we all know that Faceit players... Isn't there ESCA, or is that different? No, ESCA died a long time ago, Boomer. ESCA as a client, as a platform, died a long time ago. The only part of ESCA that still exists is the ESCA League, like the competition. That is the only, like, the tournament, I should say. That is the only part of ESCA that still exists. The matchmaking platform hasn't existed in years. But the biggest reason, I think, why Faceit won't be dethroned as the biggest matchmaking platform outside of just regular CS matchmaking itself is because all the... Well, there's a few reasons. One, all the pros will always default to Faceit, and all the pros and all the streamers and stuff are going to default to Faceit because for the streamers, that's what gets views. No one's gonna watch you play CS2 on fucking Inui Gaming, you know what I mean? Or on ES Portal. No one's gonna care. But if you put Faceit level 10 gameplay in your title, people are gonna click on that. If you put Faceit 3K Elo player in your title, people are gonna click on that. What is this? Oh, okay. And all the pros are going to keep using Faceit because all the pro games, like for example right now PGL Astana, these matches are all played on Faceit. And I think it's mostly because as many flaws as it has, and this really speaks volumes about us as a like community. As many flaws as the Faceit anti-cheat has, it is still the best anti-cheat we have. It's better than, obviously, VAC. It's better than whatever anti-cheat this has. It's better than whatever anti-cheat ES Portal has. Even if it's still dog shit, it's still the best option we have. And that's the reality of it. It's not a good option, but it's the best we have. Twitch has a specific type of culture, like Mixer and Kick are... all are going... doing and Twitch is just stable. I mean... Yeah, but that's mostly because Twitch was here first. Twitch got a massive kickstart because it was the first one here when it first started up. Whenever Twitch first, like, came around, like 2014, 15, whatever the fuck it was. It was probably way earlier. I just don't fucking remember.
You can go for 50 and then free firmware, but if you want to be sure, you will pay from 100 to 300, even more for like a really good firmware not detected on face. So it can be from 50 to 500, let's say like that.
From 50 to 500. Okay.
Yeah, it
And
depends.
what's the, like, is it only the DMA cheats, or can you actually, is there some software that you can use without any DMA, just like run a software and just go cheat on face it? Do you think it's possible or no?
So you cannot just inject something in the game, but you can run on single PC. You can run a cheat that it can be booted. It can be like you update the BIOS and you put the cheat in it, and then you have some way how you start the cheat to work, but it's not just simple inject.
Okay.
There is some steps. Also, it's available online. I mean, people showing you have full tutorial how to do it for free.
What?
Yeah.
So I didn't mention that because I don't know. I think Faceit can easily
Was
go
that on a
and just
pixel?
find
No, that was an AI.
it can be
That was
booted.
Sora, I'm pretty
It can
sure.
be,
Yeah.
like you update the
This looks like Sora. Wait, is that? Well, I mean, it is Sora. That looks like Fire 2K with Onipixel's face on it. That looks like Fire 2K's hairline. Is that toxic? I'm sorry.
BIOS,
I'm sorry.
steps tutorial how to do it for free.
Yeah.
So I didn't mention that because I don't know. I think Faceit can easily go and just find a way how to detect those. But yes, you can. Let me just add that you can go for free. You can cheat for free on Faceit.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
very secure because Faceit can access that too. But yes, you can, and it works, and people show it working on Faceit.
Interesting.
And again, you have some also cheats there, like in the Windows folders. I got info that Faceit is not scanning Windows folders. I don't know how true that is, but people who are making cheats gave that info. I cannot say who because
Okay,
I said
yeah,
like
I get it, I
it
get
will
it.
be anonymous.
Yeah, of course, I get it.
When I was making that video, the guy said like, yes, you can put something in the Windows folders, copy some files, like it looks the same, but it's not the same, and Faceit will never scan it.
I see.
That was the story, and yeah, I will give you the video of that when he's
Yeah.
saying.
Do you think that if Faceit wanted to fix the majority of cheating issues, do you think that they can?
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Is that do you think it's just not profitable for them to fix that? Like, why would they not fix that? Because like, if they fix the issue, if they put the money and investigation and they put the effort into it, don't you think it's gonna bring even more people to their platform and they're gonna make even more money? Or
Yeah, but look, we don't know the real number of cheaters. We don't know how many people.
Yeah,
are
I
cheating.
think that's. I mean, that's the same question that we've heard. Like, again, Twitch had the same kind of question asked to its moderation team several times. Like, why won't you just get rid of these streamers that are very clearly, like, they very clearly deserve to get banned, but you're not banning them. Even though if you do ban them and create a clean platform, more people will pivot towards your platform and you will actually get profit out of that. I think it's because, and this is my theory, I can't be 100% sure, but I think, from the little knowledge I have about how these businesses go about their stuff, I think this is what's going on. I think it's because, so the way a lot of these companies operate is it's not just the moderation team that gets full free will about how to go about their platform. It's more complicated than that. Yes, the moderation team is responsible for who to ban and who not to ban, but they have to operate within the lines that are set by the higher ups. And those higher ups are either the CEO or the what's it called? Director, whatever the fuck, not the director. I don't know what it's called. Or shareholders. A lot of the times shareholders, because they invest money into your platform, they have a very huge say about what actually happens with the platform. And a lot of companies literally just suck their shareholders' dick. Whatever the shareholders want to see happen in the platform, a lot of the times, that's what's going to happen. Because the shareholders are the ones that provide the money for the platform to exist in the first place. So the CEO is like, just do whatever the shareholders say. Just keep them happy, whatever it takes. And so it wouldn't surprise me if that's what's going on. If the shareholders are like, okay, are we 100% certain that if we ban all these cheaters, if we put the money down for you guys to, you know, get on top of this, are we 100% sure it would turn a good profit? And the answer is no, you can't be 100% sure. It could create a loss. And because it could create a loss, because of that possibility, that is why they don't do it. Because right now, they can look at all their graphs, they can look at all their stats, right? All their statistics, and they can see they are running a profit. Even if it's not the biggest profit, they are running a profit. And they would rather play it safe and keep that profit rather than risk it all on a bigger profit and potentially lose any profit whatsoever. That's what they're afraid of. At least that's my running theory. Now, that doesn't have to be the case for Face It, but a lot of the time, either that or something very similar to what I just described is what is going on. CEO and always the CFO, the financial guys, are one of the major reasons why there's a problem in these enterprises. Yes, exactly. Anyone that's involved in either the decision making or that puts down money to fund the platform, they get all of the says.
Of course.
So there is a story going around, as I show you what AI posted.
Yeah.
There is a story going around that actually Faceit is protecting some cheaters. I mean, there is a video of
Wait, what?
that actually Faceit is protecting some cheaters. I mean, there is a video of guy who's called Hazy. Hazy is obvious cheater, like ultra obvious cheater.
Wait, Hazy? What? I know Hazy. This is a different Hazy that I'm talking about, but ignore that. I know Hazy. I follow him on TikTok. Where is he?
Come on, you need to get.
Shut up. Where's my For You? Following.
Oh my gosh, is that now?
Oh my god, shut up. Mute tab. CSS3 Reunion. Hold on, I follow a bunch of private accounts. Let me just keep scrolling until I find a video by this Hazy dude that I'm trying to show. Yeah, here we go. I know Hazy. It's this guy, right? It's this guy, right? So you tell me Faceit is like protecting him?
Hello. In this video,
Yeah.
There is a story going of guy who's called Hazy. Hazy is obvious cheater, like ultra obvious cheater. He runs around, he don't check anything.
Is that the one of the people that you will send me, right, for the review
Oh. Hazy spelled like that.
for the demo?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the guy doesn't check anything. The guy is like pulling out the knife and running as a T guy running CT mid, and he goes to B without checking, and 4 enemies alive without checking anything.
Yeah.
Not even CT, nothing. And the guy was also exposed by a Kito, the pro guy from Germany.
Yeah, German
He
guy.
was
Yeah.
exposed on Reddit. I mean, not on Reddit. Sorry, on X. And no, like Faceit.
You called it what? He said Twitter the first time, and now he's saying X. Make your mind up. I know you're old. I swear to God, what is it with like? I swear to God, there's like a certain age where you stop calling it Twitter and you start calling it X. It's like because boomers all call it X, young people all call it Twitter. I swear to God, it's like an age thing.
He didn't react. Faceit banned 2 of his friends, of his teammates. He lost a lot of elo, but they didn't ban him. And the guy's like he's cheating. There is no other way.
wanna know where I got this M4 from? Well,
Oh, shut up.
Another guy called ID Hook. He played with cheaters.
Yeah.
And the cheater that played with ID Hook got banned, but ID Hook is still playing. And ID Hook is the one cheating. There is no way someone give you that info because he's preferring the angles. So there is no way someone will tell you, yo, that guy's right behind that corner, and you perfectly pick him. Like, you can give info, a cheater can give you info, but you can perfectly preempt that guy. There is no reality in that.
You're saying
the guy
that
is cheating.
Faceit is protecting some of the cheaters, right? It's like a conspiracy theory. If it's a conspiracy theory, even so, why, hypothetically, why would they do that?
Yeah, that's my
Why would they be
question.
Because
protecting?
they're paying something to them. They're paying something. There is always some benefit. Like in every situations like that.
Yeah.
Like you have some benefit to the platform.
Okay.
Like if you're doing something for me and we don't know each other, you will do it because you have some beneficial thing from me, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You will help me because I will pay to you, or I will help you some other way. You know, I will repay. So in reality, in theory, what people are saying, but it's.
So what you're saying is what? He gets to blatantly cheat on Faceit, and in return, he has created, like, I don't know, 10, 15 Faceit accounts that he all pays premium for? Or pays premium on? To give Faceit a profit?
Just it looks more and more.
Companies don't want to gamble like us. That's why they're losers. True. The amount of time boomers save after saying X instead of Twitter. I don't know what I really don't know what's up with that. I just I fucking hate boomers. They're so fucking annoying. I hate this, like, I hate that there's still boomers out there in the world that actually think that their generation still owns the world. Like, bro, no one cares about you. Like, I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, you don't have a say in what's going on with the world anymore. We are in charge now. You need to accept that.
Realistic that Faceit is behind some of the cheats. So if you have cheats, they're not detected, and that you are like exposed and not banned. Like we started with a guy called on my channel. We started with a guy called Tochka.
Oh, I
Tochka was
remember, yeah,
obviously cheating.
Tochka633, yeah. And he
Bro,
was so
he was-
arrogant in his stream. I even wanted to make a video about him. He was so arrogant. People were coming to his stream, and he was calling bots to everyone. And he said, like, Faceit invited me to Serbia to test my PC, to test my skill, like IRL, to play from office, and he gets banned 1 week after.
Yeah, but he was banned after many videos. It's not one video.
Yeah.
It's not two. Like I alone made 3 videos, and then I think even you made a video.
I made a video about him. Yeah, that was really
yeah.
funny.
You made a video. Loba reacted. Holmes, the pro player, made a video full.
Holmes was a pro player since fucking when? Wait, Holmes was a pro? Oh my god, he was. But did he ever accomplish anything? No. Why is Holmes... Why does Holmes have a platform? Why is he so, respected? I don't understand it. He was on Endpoint, a team that almost everyone that's in the pro scene has at some point been on. He was on Blue Jays. No other notable, like he was on Onyx. Why is he so respected again?
Exposing the guy cheating.
Yeah.
So we made, I don't know, 6-7 videos, and
Oh my
Faceit
God.
is like, we don't see the problem.
I know that's not on purpose, but oh my god. Yeah.
And the story, we don't ban them manually. It's like it's not real, because when you go on Twitter, Darwin is banning everyone manually. Like literally, he's saying, "Oh yeah, I found this guy is smurfing. I found this guy has multiple accounts. Yes. I just banned this guy. Don't worry, I banned this guy." He was so like arrogant that he told the guy that exposing, like, telling Darwin this guy is smurfing, and Darwin banned him manually and said, "Oh, do you feel better now?" Like, it was so arrogant for me. Like, you're working for a big platform, but you are answering, "Do you feel better now?" But it's not my job to expect.
I also just realized he's 3.5k and he has 200 matches. Nice. Yeah, you can definitely get to 3.5k after 200 matches on Faceit, blядь.
Expose someone. It's you protecting me. I'm paying premium to play on your platform, and you are not protecting me until I post on Twitter, I post on Reddit, I post on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
you know, so in reality, why they don't ban some cheaters? Like, we had a guy going full rage aim locking called Sweepy.
Yeah,
with
I think I saw that.
expensive
Yeah.
Yeah. So he goes full aim locking, and I'm like, 1 video, this guy is not banned. 2 videos, this guy is not banned. Like full aim locking. There is nothing you think about. So the guy goes full aim lock, but what happens? 2 videos are not enough. We need to make 3rd video where he goes even crazier in that 3rd video. And then like he's banned. And he's even joking around. He makes a Steam group. Oh, why Kirovsky hate me or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
For
Really?
me, there is no other explanation that someone on Faceit is protecting those cheaters. There is no other thing.
Is there an explanation that they simply don't care?
No.
No?
It must be that they care for cheaters. No, like they're getting something from cheaters. Like
Okay.
if that guy has like 15-20k inventory, he can easily pay a monthly
Oh, yeah, of
300
course,
for
of course.
So before I start, let me talk a little bit about theory of whitelist.
Aha.
So if you buy a cheat from someone from Faceit, I'm not saying directly Faceit. This is theory.
Yeah.
We are not accusing Faceit or nothing to stay protected legally, you know.
Okay.
So
What do you mean legally, bro? As if Faceit would go that far as to fucking sue Karofsky for defamation or something? There's no way Faceit would go that far. If anything, that would lose. That would definitely lose them players and revenue.
Faceit or
They did
nothing to stay protected legally, you know.
Okay.
So you are buying cheat from someone from Faceit who has influence there. He's deep, let's say, in anti-cheat team.
Yeah.
And he sells you and he gives you guarantee. Like you pay this much, you pay 500, you are on whitelist. You are protected, right?
Yeah.
So even if you go crazy and people expose that, you are protected. But then when we make 3 videos and those videos get a lot of attention, someone maybe higher on Faceit demands that guy to be banned.
Yeah.
So for me, there is like a truth behind that. I cannot like go and 100% prove it, but just think about it. Just logically think about it. If I need to make 3 videos, if other people are reacting and it has thousands of views,
Yeah.
and the guy is like full rage cheating like on Premiere and is not banned, something is going on deep in Faceit. Oh yeah. The video is called Faceit Protecting Cheaters because I was already going full on Faceit, you know, calling them out. And when I call them out, like Faceit Protecting Cheaters, they're like, oh, now we ban it because we are not protecting cheaters. Like they're even hiding something more. Or you have a guy called Etuntua. Etuntua was banned on the different platform, Renown, because Renown, they want to prove themselves. Like before, Faceit wanted to prove themselves, like we have the best anti-cheat, we are there to protect you from the cheaters.
Yeah, Renown just
Now you
lacked
have
funding, I
other
think.
platform called Renown, and they are doing the same. Like we don't like cheaters, we don't like toxicity, smurfers. If you have a ban on Faceit, you cannot play on Renown automatically because everything is connected through the Litify. They are working with Litify. And if you are the new account, they will not let you play. If you are banned in any way on the other platform, let's say eSportal or Faceit, they will not let you play. Etuntua was already banned there before I made the video that he is cheating on Faceit.
Yeah.
So even for Etuntua, I need to call out Faceit that he paid for whitelist. The moment I call them out, this guy is paying for whitelist and I made a sketch like intro for the video, a funny intro.
And one of them is Etuntua. Etuntua is a
Oh no, mon dieu! Kerovsky made a video about me. Oh no, now I get banned. Oh no!
Ha ha ha! Someone is afraid to cheat on Faceit. Don't be afraid, my little Etuntua. I have something special for you. Ha ha ha! But where's the money? Don't worry, with that, you can cheat safely on Faceit, even if Kirovsky make a video. Bye bye.
Oh, merci, Faceit. Oh, I can cheat.
They banned the guy. So you cannot tell me something is going on.
I see. Interesting. So like in CS2, I'm not sure that Overwatch exists, but some people get like in Premiere and matchmaking. Some people get banned for Overwatch, but no one knows what the fuck that is. If you remember, they introduced the Overwatch.
No, we know for a fact that Overwatch exists in CS2. Dima leaked it at one point. I remember that. I have a screenshot saved somewhere. Dima replied to someone on Twitter once, and he said that Overwatch does exist in CS2, but it's only accessible by a few pros and a few like content creators and that kind of stuff. But it does exist. We just have no idea what the fuck it does or how it works.
To some trusted partners, whatever the fuck that means. Like, no one still knows what the fuck that means. But is there, for example, like Overwatch on Faceit, or is it like only available for admins? Is there like some trusted people who are allowed to like watch the demos on Faceit and like report people, or is it like not a thing? Are you aware of something like that?
For the
People
Wait, what?
On Faceit, or is it like only available for admins? Is there like some trusted people who are allowed to like watch the demos on Faceit and like report people, or is it like not a thing? Are you aware of something like that?
For the premiere, that Overwatch thing, I think it's just a scam. It's just
Yeah.
like a lie for the people, and whoever bans them manually, it's probably working for Valve.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
Yeah.
So I don't know any people having that access to Overwatch or blah blah blah, something like
Yeah,
that.
same,
No, I think it's just
same.
some employee goes and ban those people manually.
Yeah.
Easy as that. But on Faceit, no. Faceit, when there was like before you had like a justice system, and that Overwatch system was available. As I was never accepted because I sent the application.
Same. I
never
also,
accepted.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're high elo or not. I don't know. Some level 6 people could have been justice system because I saw the badge. But overall now you don't have it. And even if you report, like
In that case, I feel like it's probably based on FBI rating, right? That's got to be what it is. The what's it called? The Faceit Behavior Index or whatever. If you have like a high enough FBI on Faceit, that's probably what got you into the justice system. That's what I think. I don't know for sure. I didn't even know this existed, but that's what I'm. That's my guess.
I have a report, and I will send you a screenshot. I have a report still on Faceit where I put like whole evidence, everything explained, and they didn't even send me automatic message. They just closed the case. I sent everything, so I made 3 videos about those cheaters, and they got banned. So the guys, I sent them with full evidence. I didn't want to make the videos. I was like, yo, my Faceit is not this bad. I don't remember Faceit this bad. I will send them evidence through the report system, through the ticket. Sorry, it was ticket. So I will send them full report, explain everything. Boom, they close it, and they never answer it. They just close it like it's finished. So I even asked them, okay, I'll make a videos. So I told them that I replied to my own ticket because they just closed it, and then they manually banned.
Oh, so they did.
Beginning, yeah, manually banned them after the videos. So in the beginning it was like that. You make a video, they were like, oh bro, this is crazy, because cheaters were going rage. They didn't check anything. They were full blatantly cheating, walls. They don't check anything. They just peek you.
So
they
then
just
it's
wait you.
so then it's probably okay. So what I'm gathering from this, I'm not talking a lot over this. I know I'm just kind of taking it all in, trying to process what they're saying. Also, because Skarovski is a bit harder to understand because his English isn't perfect. What I'm getting from this is Faceit mostly cares about their reputation, how they look from an outside perspective. I wonder if it's... I mean, I don't want to be sitting here theorizing about stuff that I know nothing about. I wonder if it's because... If it's something to do with when the Saudis bought ESL and Faceit and stuff. Maybe a bunch of like the Faceit dev team and like the mod team and stuff on Faceit are Saudis now, and so they just, they have other morals, they have other ideas, other standards. Could that have something to do with it? Again, I feel like the thing with saying stuff like this is I always just feel like as soon as I say it, people are just gonna be like, oh, you are a fucking racist, man. You are saying that Saudis are bad. Fuck you. But like, I'm just trying to figure out how this, because like this wasn't happening before. This started happening after the Saudis acquired Faceit. So something must have changed.
It was crazy how they cheated before we start making videos and exposing this. So Faceit was trying to hide that, not fixing problem, but just ban fast those cheaters that we exposed. But they didn't focus on improving anti-cheat or improving protection because something else was happening on Faceit.
Never heard Faceit got bought by Saudis. When was this? January 2022, ESL Gaming and Faceit were acquired by Savvy Gaming Group, SGG, a company fully backed by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF, for a combined 1.5 billion. 1.5 billion for Faceit and ESL. The two entities merged to form the ESL Faceit Group, that didn't last, which is now a dominant Saudi-owned force in the global East. What? The ESL Faceit Group? That's a thing? No idea. So yeah, ESL and Faceit have been owned by Saudis for the past 4 years. I thought it was less than that. I thought it was like 2-3 years. Apparently it's 4. I didn't know.
So if you're feeling so free to cheat on Faceit, you're going so blatant, you need to have some inner information. What makes you feel so safe to cheat like that? Understand?
Yeah,
That's why I think something deeper is going on in Faceit.
I see. How do you think do you think the problem is fixable? Like, is it possible to fix this issue, to bring in more attention towards the problem? Or do you think it's just same with Valve, like no one's gonna care, nothing's gonna change?
Well, what Faceit does, that what I see, they banned some people. So, you see ID Hook, his friend got banned, but not ID Hook. And both of them cheating.
Yeah.
So one guy gets banned, the other not. Why? Who knows? Maybe one has whitelist, the other guy don't, or the one guy is sacrificing a lamb. How you call that in English?
I get it.
The guy that will be used as a sacrifice to protect the premium cheater. You know. Like right now with Hazy, you get 2 guys getting banned. One for ban evasion and other for platform abuse. And what is platform abuse? Then cheating. You know?
Yeah, of
But
course.
they don't want to say it. So they banned 2 friends of this guy. He loses elo, but he's still playing. Hazy, obvious cheater, still playing.
I see.
So what can you conclude from that? So these guys have manual ban. It happens all the time, and it's just a lie. They're not doing it. Oh, we don't manually ban. They do that all the time.
Oh, they say that they don't manually ban people? They say that?
Yeah, that was the story. We don't manually ban. Our anti-cheat needs to be 100% sure there is a cheat, and then we ban. But on the other side, you have Darwin just typing, yeah, I ban him. Don't worry, I ban him.
That just sounds like the mod team doesn't work together. To me, that's what that sounds like. The mod team doesn't communicate. I wonder if it's because everyone in the mod team is trying to build a name for themselves, or something like that. And so it almost became like, again, I'm just throwing like garbage out there right now, but I wonder if it's something to do with the mod team, everyone in the mod team trying to make a name for themselves individually, so they don't really cooperate with one another, and instead they just go against each other because they're trying to prove I'm the better mod. No, I'm the better mod. No, actually, I'm the better mod. Like, you know, if you have a problem, come to me. Come to me. No, come to me. No, come to me, or something like that. Maybe it's because if they're a better mod, they'll get a raise from Faceit or something. They'll get paid more. I don't know. But that's what it sounds like. It sounds like the mod team doesn't communicate with one another.
He even is like, oh, I caught this guy 30 minutes of work, but I caught this guy while listening some bad music. He literally wrote that on Twitter, and I sent this to AC team, and the guy was 200 or 300 matches in 3.6k elo in NA. He was sent, I don't know, a few weeks ago to an anti-cheat team, and now he's banned for smurfing.
I see.
Smurfing.
So it's like they don't.
You're banned for smurfing in your 3.6k elo. Oh my god. That's so cringe. That's so cringe. That's actually so cringe. He's 3.6k elo. What the fuck do you mean smurfing? I know they did it because, as he just said, they're trying to they're trying to not tell people that he was cheating on their platform this whole time, because they don't want people to think, oh, cheating on this platform actually is that easy, right? They don't want that to become the narrative, even though it already is, but still. So they put a different reason in the ban to be like, oh, he was actually smurfing. Like, you're 3.6k elo. What the fuck do you mean smurfing? If he's smurfing at 3.6, what are you implying his actual elo is? Top 1? Who's top 1 on Faceit right now? Donk. You're implying that it's Donk? Donk is top 1 right now on Faceit, and he's only at 4.3. That guy was 3.6. That's not that much difference.
They will never admit it's like, oh, cheating on Faceit. And when you go on the ban list...
Wait, what's going on in this game? 9Z won a map? 9Z won a map? Excuse me? What the fuck do you mean? Oh my god, they lost Nuke. Oh my god, they lost Nuke. There's no way. Oh, Kerrigan. He got abused outside. Bro cannot frag. What is that weather with he got carried by DGT and Lukov. Okay, anyway, sorry.
People ban for
Sorry.
so low. You will think, bro, that's 1 in a million. Because they are trying to make it look like that. But in reality, if you have 300 matches and you are in 3.6k elo, you are not smurfing, bro. you are playing against pros, you are not smurfing.
Yeah.
You're cheating, 100%.
Yeah. All right. So you think that there is nothing we can do to like somehow?
To improve Faceit, it will be like I don't know, some clean people coming, not corrupted, not caring about the revenue.
Oh, so you want the entire system to change, like the admins and everything, right?
That's just a fairy tale. I know it's a fairy tale. It's not really possible.
That's not possible. It's not gonna work. Because if this whitelist theory is true, anyone with a brain would just resume that system. Because they make money from it. And I'm sorry to say this, guys. In our day and age, in the world that we live in now, anyone with a brain is going to choose their own financial success over the success of a platform. They will choose their own financial success over making a platform a better experience for other people. Because the mindset nowadays, and it's one of the many, many things that I despise about the current world, is the mindset right now is always think of yourself first, and thinking about someone else is optional. So always think of yourself first. If you want, you can think about other people after. Basically. Whereas before, it was like, it was more of a 50-50, where it's like, yes, you have to care about yourself, obviously, but you also have to care about other people to make the world a better place altogether. That was the narrative before, right? Like 10, 15, 20 years ago. In the early 2000s. That's the mindset people had. Nowadays, the mindset is you, or, well, technically, me. I am what's important. I am the main character. I always come first, right? All that shit. So, this wouldn't work.
Because Saudis, they bought Faceit for 500 millions, right?
Yeah.
So when you invest...
Actually, 1.5 billion. Actually, that's combined. So Faceit was probably 500 million. ESL was probably $1 billion alone.
In business, you're just trying to pull that back and to earn money. So
of course.
they need to first cover the 500 millions, so to be on zero, and then start earning from that business. And if cheaters are paying better than legit players, why would they eliminate cheaters?
Good point. All business works like that. I understand.
Yeah, business. It's just business. Yeah, when people stop...
Didn't I literally say that like 15 minutes ago? I mean, I should have just played the video, but there's your proof, everybody. That's just how businesses work. And it's not just with companies. It's the same with Hollywood. It's the same with everything else. Like I told you, it's how the world works. Money always comes first. Money is the hierarchy.
stop thinking as a passion and love. It's all business.
No,
Counter-Strike
every
is
platform.
business,
Counter-Strike is business. CS2 is only business. Developers only care about money. Steam only cares about money.
Exactly.
From some games, for example, like if you know Dota 2, right? Also, like one of the greatest games Valve has ever created. There is the cheater problem there. It's like way less obvious and like way less popular because like there was a YouTuber. He made a video where like he put the highest ranked cheaters against 5 pros. 5 pros destroyed them 3-0. So like the cheating problem in Dota, it's not like in CS, you know, where you can just out aim everyone. Like so, you get the point. Like
They're more like script.
But even those scripts, even if you see the automatic, like all the map, you still like can't, like the pro players are just on another level. Unlike in FPS games. So, you know, it's
totally different. I understand. One guy in Counter-Strike, one cheater can destroy whole team. But in Dota, it's
5
not like
donks, 5 donks he can destroy. So
I mean, I click on one demo. I think the guy is 4th in the world, something like that. I click on one demo and it's like full lobby of cheaters.
No. Oh, yeah. Well,
it was so funny. Full lobby of cheaters, and it took me 1 round to see it's full lobby of cheaters.
Wait, is it in the Faceit or?
No. It was the Premiere. But I'm just saying it's 4th in the world, and it's so easy to fix that. But I don't know what Valve is doing. I cannot explain.
No,
that.
same. It's so difficult to understand.
But listen, if it's business and you need money, protect your money, and your money is real players. Cheaters are not buying skins like real players, legit players. If you protect them, more will come and play.
They buy the Prime. They buy Prime.
Yeah, but Prime is only 15, and then if you make this secure game,
well, I mean, Prime is only 15, but so is, you know, not to go against Karofsky, but Prime may only be $15, which I don't even know if that's true. Actually, American dollars probably, yes. But Premium on Faceit is also $15 a month. So what's your point?
Come and buy.
Oh, does he mean like Prime is only a one-time $15 purchase, but Premium is $15 every month, so it's a huge amount of money over time? Maybe that's what his logic is actually.
$100 skin.
But the more income is coming from cases and Steam market rather than
exactly. But cheaters are not opening cases. That's what I'm saying.
Cheaters are not, but there are a lot of people who do. That's the thing. Like the profit from the people opening cases is farther more than just like players playing the game.
Yeah.
Yes. But all those people opening cases are also some casual players. Sometimes come and shoot. So if they're protected, even give some user anti-cheat, like user level anti-cheat. Don't go kernel level anti-cheat.
Bro, Overwatch. Just give Overwatch.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
no, that's not gonna work. That's okay. So I don't know if Hikes might not know about this, even though I kind of thought that he would. In CSGO, there was a problem. So in CSGO, Overwatch was available to everyone that was... I need to end stream soon, by the way. I have shit to get to, I just realized, but it's fine. In CSGO, Overwatch was available to everyone that had, what was it? 150 competitive wins and at least Gold Nova 1 is a rank. Something like that, right? And like a certain amount of hours in the game. The problem is that's very easy to farm, especially with the hacker account. It's very easy to just get those stats like that. And then people were botting the results of certain Overwatch cases. So this like one Overwatch case where you like figure out, hey, that's actually someone I know. Because apparently, I found out towards the end of CSGO, several cheats were able to... You know how in CSGO Overwatch, it hid all the players' accounts? It would show like Delta, Toaster, Alpha, Emu, right? Like all these random names to hide the real identities of the players. There were a lot of cheats that were able to get around that. So you would be able to figure out who were actually the people in these Overwatch cases. You could like go to their Steam account and everything. And some people were, if like somehow they found out that it was themselves in an Overwatch case or something like that, they would bot the results of the Overwatch case to be not guilty, so that they wouldn't get Overwatch banned themselves. Or maybe it's one of their friends or something like that. But botting in Overwatch was a big issue in CSGO. It was never talked about, but it was definitely a thing.
Overwatch Overwatch, and you know how many people will come back and play. I mean, it's a game.
So I don't think, and I think Valve is aware of that, and that's why they haven't released Overwatch to the public, which I entirely understand. But then it's also like, I mean that Valve is also in a tricky spot. To be fair, for Valve it also isn't easy with the whole Overwatch thing, because you want Overwatch to be accessible to all the right people and none of the wrong people. The problem is there's no easy way to separate one from the other. And you could even have double agents. You could have people that used to be on the right side, that used to want to improve the game, and then for the right amount of money or whatever the fuck, they were like, actually, you know what? Here, you can have this. You can have my whole account, have fun, just give me my money. I feel like that's entirely possible, and I think Valve knows that.
Bro, I said it myself. I think you're gonna agree with this. If there is Overwatch back, even if it's like restricted for some limited people, if I get accepted, I will sit there 24/7. I will dedicate my life towards cleaning the community from trash. Legit. I'm not joking.
That's how I started YouTube. That's how, because I was watching people doing Overwatch in CSGO. And it was in that time when I was younger, 2016, 17, that was popular to make videos about that and catching cheaters and let viewers decide were you right or not. You know?
Yeah.
True.
And you could even
such fun
leave
content.
the case to decide later if people from your comments are saying this guy's cheating or not. So you could choose what your viewers want, or you can stream that. You know, it was a lot of content around banning cheaters, and it was popular.
Yeah. Well, as far as I remember, I don't really have any other questions, except I want you to give me 3 obvious cheaters, their facet profiles, and the demos for me to watch by myself. So I can see, like, show these people, oh, this is the example, this is the example, this is the example.
Oh,
current ones that are still not banned.
Else. Can I mention something else?
Yeah, of course.
So this problem that Faceit is not fixing about cheaters, they have their rule saying we don't ban players that are not cheating on our server. And then you have a Russian team now called Senza, but it's
Oh no!
I know them.
Oh no!
I know them.
So they are playing on tournaments, and they are somehow protected. They're not banned on tournaments, but it goes deep with Valve rules of these tournament organizers and all that. I will not go in deep. But I go and find Wallhack Sap. I call him Wallhack Sap, but it's WH, you know. I call him Wallhack Sap.
Yeah.
And the guy is cheating on Faceit and then cheating with his team, but he's not banned on Faceit, and they're not banning him. So they're making even bigger problem. They're not banning those cheaters, because then cheaters come to the new SL league called SL Elite. From
You think that? I don't think this is the case, but Falcons are down 0-10 right now. What the fuck? What is going on? Is this a fever dream? Hold on. How in the fuck? They're actually about to get 13-0'd by 9Z. Monacy's 1-8. What is going on? But what I wanted to say is, with this Wallhack sub guy, I remember this. Do you think someone in the Faceit anti-cheat team is betting either on or against that Senza team, or like that's what was happening at the time? Because they did get banned eventually. Senza got, like, I think all of them got banned by, I don't know if it was by ESIC or something else, but they got banned. I know that for a fact. Wait, what? Why do they have other players now? What? Why are there players here? What the fuck? I guess Senza's actually trying to, like, move past the cheating allegations by getting a real team or something. But yeah, these guys. Bayek, Inhuman, Bogam, Drow Ranger, and Wallhack Sup. Right? He was never in a different team, was he? No. So they all got banned, I'm pretty sure.
SL Elite, you can go direct to ESL Pro, right? Like,
Yeah.
So that's the problem. If you are not punishing the obvious cheaters and they feel safe or they can pay that whitelist, to be protected on Faceit, they will then go direct to Pro League. You know how big that is? They go to Pro League and they cheat against other pro teams. and
No. That's... I mean, I can see where he's going, but I don't think he's... Well, first of all, cheating at Pro League, that's not happening, because there's referees there. They will fucking see that. I don't think it would go that deep. But I could... this is, again, a theory, so feel free to ignore this, because this is just me yapping out of my asshole right now. But I could see a case where... So let's say there's a team with a bunch of cheaters. They climb ESEA, right? They go through Open 10, Intermediate, Main, Advanced. They qualify to either one of the ECL Cups or just the Pro League, right? They replace a bunch of players. They would be able to replace at least 2 because they need to keep the core intact to keep their VRS. Then with those 2 new players, which... Yeah, I think that's a very realistic scenario. So, at first... What the fuck is my dog doing? Anyway, at first, there is a team with a bunch of cheaters. 2 of them will leave and bring in 2 actual aspiring semi-pros. Like 3K ELO players that actually are really good at the game and actually want to try and go pro, but have never gotten the right opportunities. Then they start playing with those 2 players and 3 cheaters. Form a new VRS core. 2 more of the cheaters leave, bring in 2 more players, and that way you can basically... You can create a system where you bring semi-pros that have never actually qualified to Pro League or ECL or anything like that, but you can bring them to these pro events through cheats. I feel like people are gonna call me delusional for that, but I can see that happening.
And they cheat against other...
Especially because when we still had major RMRs, right? When majors had RMR qualifiers in CSGO, this happened numerous times. Wasn't there at the Copenhagen major, the CS2 Copenhagen major, the first CS2 major, right? Wasn't there a huge scandal with cheaters in the RMR? Or something like that? Like there was a fuckload of cheaters in the Copenhagen RMR in the online qualifier? Like not the LAN RMR, the RMR qualifier, I should say. Like the open qualifier. Wasn't that flooded with cheaters? I think I remember something about that.
Pro teams. and that rule, you don't ban someone who is not cheating on your servers. It's also a lie, because when ASIC bans some players, Faceit banned them for breaking the ASIC code. Like they did,
yeah, but ASIC also does nothing
because they broke ASIC code. They cheated on some tournament, and then ASIC banned them. Like that guy, I will find him. I will send you the guy.
Yeah.
So he got banned on tournament by Across Anti-Cheat, and then after there was investigation from ASIC, and he got banned.
Oh, I know who he's talking about. Fucking Renyon made a video about him. Not Senza, the other guy. He played against Smuya in a tournament. Fuck, I remember. I don't remember what his name is. It was some Danish dude that was playing like semi-pro tournaments. He played against Smuya at one point, and then apparently he was cheating the whole time. I remember Renyon made a video about him. No, but with this ESIC stuff, what I will say, and I noticed that about the Senza ban, is that when Senza got banned, right? When Senza was finally banned after having terrorized several tournaments over the course of months. I don't remember how long they were going at it for. They were going at it for a long time. I will say, ESIC only, or whoever got Senza banned, I don't know if it was ESIC or the Acros, Anti-Cheat, or whatever the fuck. I don't care, to be honest. That was only after how many videos were made about Senza? Renyon alone, I know because I watched those videos, made like 3 or 4 videos about Senza. I know he wasn't the only one. There was a bunch of others that made videos about them. So that sounds more like what Krovsky was talking about earlier in the video, where it just sounds like a case of whoever it was, either ESIC or ESL or the tournament, or the fucking organizer, whoever, covering their own ass by banning Senza and be like, hey guys, look, we banned Senza. Look, we have Senza right here. This is Senza. We banned them. They're gone now. You see that? We don't tolerate cheaters here. Please watch our tournaments. So, like the, and again, fuck's sake, anytime that I say something like this, I feel like everyone is just gonna tell me like, oh, you're always so negative about these things. You always assume the worst in people. Yes, I do, because look at what happens. Yes, you're absolutely right. I do assume the worst in people because most of the time, or more often than not, I'm right. And I don't like that. I don't like that I'm right about this. I want to be wrong because it means that the experience is actually better than people claim it is. But most of the time I'm correct. And it's just hilarious how easy it is to predict this stuff at this point. Because I remember also with, it wasn't with Senza, it was with some other fucking, oh my god, I can't remember the details. It was during CSGO still. There was some drama with someone cheating on Faceit, and I remember it was because it was a player that I thought for a very long time was cheating. I really wish I could remember his name. Someone in CSGO was cheating on Faceit at a very high elo, and I said that he's probably cheating, and my reasoning behind it, which is a dumb fucking reason. My reason was he's probably cheating because with how good he is, he would have been more famous. That was my reason. Was I thought if he was legit, more people would know about this guy. He would have a bigger platform. His name would be talked about more. The reasoning is bullshit, but I turned out to be right. He was cheating and he was banned later. And ever since then, I've just been kind of, throwing out, I don't want to say accusations, but just being like, yeah, this dude's probably cheating. This dude's probably cheating. And more often than not, I'm correct. And it sucks. And I wish that I was wrong every single time, but that's the world we live in.
He didn't cheat on Faceit. There is no proof he cheated on Faceit. But what happened, Faceit banned him because ASIC banned him. Like, banned for breaking the ASIC code.
Yeah, they're covering their own ass.
So, in reality, you ban someone who didn't cheat on your servers, right?
Yeah.
So if you see some players cheating on other tournaments, what stops you from banning them on Faceit?
Yeah, that's interesting. That's...
I'm curious. Do you think Drow Ranger is banned on Faceit? I don't know what his Faceit handle is. Drow Ranger, this guy. Permanently banned for tox. April 24th. That's when? Oh my god, that was 2 weeks ago. He got permabanned on Faceit 2 weeks ago. He was banned from Pro Play like 2 months ago. He got banned from Faceit 2 weeks ago. Or even longer ago. I don't remember when Senza got banned. He got banned for an ESIC violation. You can't make this shit up, dog. Nah, you actually can't make this shit up. What about this wall hex up guy? This guy. Also permit on the same... Oh, on the same day. Wait, the whole team probably got booted. Wait. Wait. Who else was there? Inhuman and Bayek. Did they all get permit on the same day? I'm guessing it's this guy. It might not be this guy. I don't know who it is. Bayek. Let's try Bayek. I mean, they probably have other names on Faceit. What about Bogum? Do any of them have Faceit attached to HLTV? No, they don't. Bogum'd. What about Bogum'd? Bogum'd is there. Yep. Permit on the same day. Told you. They got the whole team. But there were other players there. Rosie. Who was on Rosie? Spyra. No. It's not these guys. Fuck, was it really these 5? So why did Bayek and Inhuman not get banned? They probably have other accounts. Is it this account, maybe? Wait, HLTV. Yeah, this is a different guy. I really wish it was like a requirement for HLTV to attach your fucking Faceit to the thing. That should honestly be a thing. No, this is a legit semi-pro. This guy, he even has the pro badge on Faceit. So it's probably just a different account. Bogum'd I just can't find. I don't know if he just doesn't have... Oh, wait, no. Not Bogum'd. Bayek, blядь. Yeah, Bayek I just can't find. CS2. There's no way it's this guy. Yeah, it can't be this guy. A level 7, has 400 matches. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna end stream. That was a very interesting watch, I will say. Faceit forced me to update my Asus BIOS, so it looks like they're doing something for some cheats. I know some cheats work with custom-made BIOS files. What? They even screwed over dual booters due to their recent updates. Self-signed bootloaders aren't allowed anymore. Ah, okay, so they're trying to crack down on it, but they're doing it very slowly. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna end stream. That was a lot of fun. I mean, we didn't really play any games today. We just watched YouTube for 2 hours. But hey, sometimes that's all you gotta do. I think Wednesday I'm still gonna be streaming CS because Subnautica isn't gonna be out. And then either Thursday or Friday we're gonna be streaming Subnautica. So look forward to that. So we're actually gonna have... Next week we're gonna have 3 streams, actually. So you guys are in for a treat. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna switch up my streaming schedule in general. I want to start streaming 3 times a week. I think 2 times a week is not consistent enough to me. I want to stream 3 times a week, especially because I've been uploading less recently. I've been uploading like once a week. So, least I can do is to make up for it with more streams. Otherwise, it's just not enough content, and YouTube's like, hey, you're not that active. Fuck you. Fuck your videos. They get new views. That's basically what happens. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I just uploaded a video, so you can go watch... Well, I uploaded it last night, so you can go watch that if you want. I'll have another video in a couple of days. I promise to you. I'm trying to get more consistently into it, but sometimes there's also just not that much content to put out. You know, sometimes shit just goes stale. So, I'm sorry about that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later, and goodbye. Peace.